the insurance, the home insurance that I had through my apartment building did nothing, and I got no money back.
Why? Why? You have renter's insurance?
I do.
Why?
Yes, I do.
Why out of a locked storage unit? Why wouldn't they cover it?
They said that it had depreciated. The value of the bike had depreciated. It was a 3-year-old mountain bike, hardly had been used.
Well, hold on though. What do they mean by depreciation? But they would have covered it. It's just that there's not much.
Might have been less than the deductible.
Yeah. What is your deductible?
I don't know the exact amount. I believe it was $500.
So that's probably why they probably said it was worth less than your deductible, right?
I'm guessing, but it was a $1,500 bike, and there were 2 other bikes stolen at the same time. They sawed through U-locks in a locked bike garage.
Did they have a camera there?
Supposedly had a camera, but the camera was not working.
What happened?
So that happened.
Yeah, then what?
After that, so September 20th, I walked down to go to my shift at the ER, and my car was gone, and it had been stolen from my
Wow!
garage.
Oh my goodness!
I paid $75 a month for.
Same garage, Tom.
Same garage. Okay, then what happened?
They found the car, and then about $8,000 worth of camping gear and medical equipment had been stolen. I went again, called the cops. Cops responded. A detective was actually assigned to the case, and he has been amazing and did great, and then brought me into the precinct, showed me the still video from the one camera that supposedly worked. And he told me verbatim, I have seen better camera footage in a car wash and a McDonald's drive-thru.
Then what?
You can't even see.
What happened in addition to this?
So I was in a loaner vehicle because my car was recovered. I was in a loaner vehicle from the Subaru dealership, and the windows got smashed, and the car got trashed.
Oh, my God. Is someone out to get you?
No, I have talked to multiple residents here. There are people that are there's my
Claire,
down the hall.
This is terrible. Yeah. Was that loaner in that garage?
Correct.
What's the name of? I want to know the name of the apartment complex.
Centric. It's by Windsor Communities. They are a multi-million-dollar company.
Now, listen. I'm not saying they're responsible to you. I'm just saying. Well, do you think they are?
My problem is that I have gone to them every time. So after the bike, I went to them and I said, "You need to up the security."
Of course they do.
Their response to me was, "This is a one-off, and you should know what it's like to live."
Yeah, it's not a one-off. It's a 1, 2, 3. Now, anything happened after that one?
No, that is, well, for me, no. But then
Mark, do you think they have any responsibility? Suze, how do you feel? Ants, what do you think? Would you be pissed off at your place if this happened to you three? Ants.
Technology's so cheap, Tom. They can get some Arlo cameras there, some good footage.
Ants, what do you think?
Yeah, you can get great cameras like off of Amazon for like your house.
Do you think they're remiss or negligent for not doing it? I think after 2 times, at least.
Yeah, I mean, after multiple occurrences, yeah, I would definitely say.
But would that make them responsible? That's the point. It probably doesn't, but
I don't think it does.
God, does it suck?
Well,
they could do stuff to deter this, Tom.
How many cars get broken into at the Pepsi Center when there's a
that's a little different than an apartment complex where you rent it. Claire, what else?
We pay a premium price to live here.
No, I know.
We pay a premium price to live here. We've gone to management multiple times asking for.
Let's ask an attorney.
Now, Claire, are there a number of people that can get together that have been victimized, maybe?
Yes, I think there's a group of us that are trying to get a petition together, almost like a homeowner.
Now, have they at least now increased security?
So their response to me was that there is a security officer on at all times, 24/7. I got home from.
What about cameras? What about cameras?
They're not there. I park in the bottom of the garage when I get.
All right, hold on. This sucks. Claire, is Deputy Doc on? I see him there.
He is, Tom.
Have Deputy Doc call the management company. Really? Okay, they may not owe her every penny, but they need something. They need to increase video coverage or something. And I'm not saying they're not responsible. Let's try to get somebody to weigh in on that if they're responsible at all. Maybe not for the first one, but the second, the third. The third was
it's got to be negligence. There's got to be somebody held accountable for
maybe,
negligence, and I've
maybe.
never even gotten an apology.
Hey, Tom, do you think that maybe since they stole it out of a locked garage, then the apartment complex would be held responsible because it's their responsibility to make sure that's secured if they say it's locked, right?
Well, is that a lock that
How about if someone broke into her house?
Well, is that the lock that homeowners share?
I don't understand
Or
how they would be responsible for the act
Mark,
of someone
Mark,
else.
I get it, Mark. I know what you're saying. It's a crime. I'm not pretending they owe her money, but it just sucks is what it does. I mean, it seems like, how many, do you sure you have other victims on the line? You have other victims?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you, my neighbor down the hall.
Hold on. I want Deputy Doc. I want Deputy Doc to call. I'm putting Deputy Doc on this line. I want him to call them and just see if they have a response or if they upped the security or what they're doing.
Don't you think something would be in the lease as well, saying they're not responsible for
I'm sure there is.
In the parking lot?
And really, they're probably not, but it just seems weird that multiple times. Now, Bruce, I know that you held and wanted some information. I talked you off there, and I said, this is complicated. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about it. Let's start talking about it, and then I'll finish after the break. Talk about what's going on, sir. Are you there, sir? Bruce?
Yes, I am, Tom.
Let's talk about this. What's going on, sir?
Okay. It's good idea about my taxes. We sold a rental unit. We went through
You had a rental unit, and go ahead with it. Now, you sold it, and there was a gain. Is that right?
Yes, there was an $87,000 gain.
$87,000. Okay. You mean gross, right? Gross.
Excuse me?
In other words, if you take the price you bought it for, and then you take the price you sold it for, nothing else, what was the gross proceeds? What were the gross proceeds? How much did you buy it for?
We bought it for $155.
Okay, now that's $155. What did you sell it for?
$242.
Now, in between, you had expenses, right?
Yes. No, there was a mortgage on it.
Right. Well, that's not an expense. You bought it for $155. Now, here's what I want to tell people. A lot of people are thinking about getting rentals. You bought it for $155. You sold it for $242. Now, to establish your basis, you take what you bought it for and you add in all of the expenses, and then you sold it. But there's another question here, and it's very complicated. Mark, you heard of, I want to tell Mark this too. You heard of depreciation, right? If you take, now this is what I was told, and I want to clarify this with a tax expert. So, Suzanne, try to get Eric Reinemer on. Here, he wants to try to calculate his profit on this sale. He sold it for $242. He bought it for $155. But how much did you pay the real estate guy? You paid him. Didn't you pay him to fix up the place?
He took over as management. We signed a contract where, upon the sale of the house, when we signed the contract 4 years ago, we would get $30,000. He would keep the rest because he would do the upkeep on the property.
You could easily argue you put $30K into it.
But wait a minute. Did you get your $30K?
We got our $30K.
Okay, then what else?
Okay. We never did the depreciation on the house. The gal that does our taxes, I've worked with her and her family for like 20 years. She said, I don't do depreciation.
But, okay, let's say depreciation wasn't a factor. If you only made $30,000, you say, wait a minute, I'm the owner of record, and it's going to look like I made way more than 30, right?
Exactly.
So how do you tell the IRS you only made 30? But there's another wrench in the works, and that's what this is. Listen to this one. He did not depreciate the property. Now, usually you're supposed to depreciate rental property, and if you don't, I think they can impute depreciation and lower your basis. We'll find that out coming up.
I want you to just, Mark, did you know if you bought something for $100 and you're supposed to depreciate it,
Tom, I also found a really good piece of information about the unemployment scams. I found out why the unemployment people are like the people that didn't apply but they're still getting cards. I found out why that's happening.
Oh, good.
Like why why they're using the addresses and stuff. I figured that out.
We'll have a report on that. Good.
Also power unit available in store and at Fuse.com.
All right, here you go. Simple floor short.
No, paper product. Unlimited silver prohibited. 99 cents plus tax. Hard sourcing. Website restricted. Age 21 and over. Tobacco consumers.
Oh, a lot of people are looking for floor coverings, and if you are, I want to direct you to simplyfloorsinc.com. That's incorporated, INC, Simply Floors Inc. That is a married couple, Buddy and Karen Mitchell. They've assembled the best installers and salespeople to work with you in your home. All you have to do is go online and make your own appointment, simplyfloorsinc.com. Then choose your hardwood, your luxury vinyl tile, your carpeting, whatever you want, at discount prices. That's simplyfloorsinc.com.
Are you worried about credit card debt building up?
So Mark, did you know that technically, if you bought something at $100, see if we can get Eric. Okay, we got Bruce. No, I'm sorry. We can get Eric. Now listen, here's the thing. I was told if you bought something for $100, and you're supposed to depreciate it over a certain number of years, to get it, and now your basis is supposed to be 50, but you did not take the depreciation. The IRS forces you to impute that depreciation, and then your gain is higher.
Yeah, but you would just argue you put the upkeep and money.
Right, that's true too. But I wonder though, does it decrease your basis?
With the Trump tax laws, though, if you went out and bought, let's say you own a taxi company, you could have went out and bought 10 brand new cars. You didn't have to depreciate them. You could take the entire write-off. Let's say you went out and bought a bus that has to be for TSN. You could have written off that entire fucking amount instead of depreciating.
What are you doing?
Or an aircraft.
After all, the nose is your body's.
You could have wrote off the whole thing. Prior to him, you would have to depreciate.
I'm Martin Hogan. I invented Nevada.
Well, no, there was always a section 179 lump sum.
Not for vehicles and shit. You couldn't. They would never let you do that.
Up to a certain amount.
Well, yeah, up to a certain amount, but that was virtually gone.
So with all the horrible
10 or 20
times, now's the perfect time to join more than 1 million Americans who use Nevada.
This guy just needs to do a 1099 to the other guy and a 1099 to himself.
Why?
That's it.
Because Nevada is easy to use. It's inexpensive.
Well, for 30, it would be
the owner.
And most important,
okay.
It works.
And I said, it doesn't matter if you're the owner. What you made is what you made.
Maybe it's time to
what you made is what you made.
I mean, better,
not really.
Deeper, feel, and
not if he 1099s a guy as an expense.
No, I know what you made is what you made. He didn't make that.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't make that.
I thought you were saying whatever the house made.
Clean nose, healthy life.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach for years.
I was bloated all the time.
I'll get it.
Diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
That's funny. So he wouldn't go.
No, but that's good because I gotta remember to do everything.
Insufficiency.
Keep that down too if you can. If you remember.
Is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain,
Claire, we're probably going to have you back on the air, but my deputy wants to talk to you before calling management, so I'm going to hang up with you so he can call you at 646-335-3403. Great. Probably be right back in touch, but I'll have Deputy Doc take it from here, and especially in case it takes a little bit to get a hold of Cindy. Okay, be back in touch. Thanks.
Financial is hosting a new-year retirement workshop that should top this year's list of resolutions. You'll get on the topics you'll need to master now, and straightforward answers to your most pressing financial questions, like how much money you'll need, basic investment management, and how Social Security fits into your retirement paycheck. Register today for one of our free New Year retirement workshops, January 26th through the 28th at allworthfinancial.com. And together, let's resolve to retire better.
Are you suffering from leg pain, aching, swelling, cramps, restless legs? 1 in 5 people lives with the discomfort of vein disease, and that's a lot more common than you think.
Yes, sir.
It's
hard. We can't talk.
You can get back on your feet now
hold on.
with the help of laser technology.
It's business. It's Yeah, just hold on.
Centers.com for more information or call 1-800.
Is it something we talked about?
No. It's something to do with endorsements. You ready? Okay.
No, we're not.
What's going on?
I've been dealing with him for years.
God, he is. Whew, he's like, he doesn't get how annoying he is. I don't get people like that. I'm like, even I know what I'm starting to enjoy.
Even his voice is annoying.
All right, gentlemen, get back in.
Troubleshooter Show, what is your first name? There you are, innocent or less, Drew. What would you like to talk to Tom about on the show today?
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter.
303-713-7138. All right, now listen. We are here to solve problems and to answer questions. And we're also here for you to sound off. If you want to give a review live on the air, you can do that too. Now, Bruce, are we getting our tax expert? Yes, we are.
Working on it, Tommy.
All right. Here's the bottom line, Bruce. I want to tell you something. A lot of people, the IRS calls substance over form. This means even though you're the owner of record, if you have expenses and you give a lot of those gross proceeds away, they're not realized as profit. And you were worried because on paper it looks like you made some money, but in reality you didn't. And it's the reality that will count. So what you do is you record the sale as it was. Did you pay those proceeds at closing? Was it part of the closing statement, or did you do it after the closing?
Yeah, I've got a list of the closing statement, and yes, it was
paid.
Myself.
Was it paid at closing to the real estate guy?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so then according to the closing statement, you only netted $30,000.
Correct.
Okay.
Right on there it says to buyer, proceeds to buyer $30,000.
Okay, what you mean to seller?
I'm sorry. To seller.
Okay.
Proceeds to seller.
I got it. Then why are you concerned? Because that seems to be pretty clear. That real estate guy did the right thing by paying himself through closing. So it shows at closing you never got any proceeds except for $30,000. There's nothing wrong with that. And so what? Go ahead.
Absolutely. My issue is the taxes. My gal did not put anything down for closing costs. She put the $87,000 down as capital gains, and we paid capital gains on all that.
Well, you shouldn't have.
$13,000.
Well, you shouldn't have.
Get a new tax person.
Well, you have to amend your taxes. What year was this done?
Last year.
Okay.
Last year's taxes.
When you say
2019.
Okay.
2019.
This is easy to remedy. Now, I have two issues for Eric, but I want to take the simple one first, okay? Eric Reinemer from Atlas CPAs and Financial Advisors. By the way, they do taxes for people. They do businesses. They do all kinds of planning and advisement for taxes and bookkeeping. Eric Reinemer, Atlas CPAs and Advisors, and we'll have your number out there in a second. Here's what I want to know, Eric. Bruce had a rental. Part of the agreement he had was with a real estate guy to keep up the property and actually do improvements to the property. And the real estate person agreed to take over this rental completely, take full responsibility for all the maintenance and upkeep and improvements in exchange for 70% of the profit. It's that simple. It was going to be 70-30, 70% to the broker, 30% to Bruce. On the closing docs, it shows the disbursement of funds. It shows that Bruce only got $30,000. However, what his tax preparer did was put down that they made $87,000 because that was in actuality what happened. Isn't that right? Right? Is that what happened? Right? Yeah. She put down an $87,000 gain, right?
Correct.
Right. So he had to pay tax on that. it seems to me, Eric, it would be a simple matter of going back and amending it to show what really happened.
I think the main thing is that when you file the tax return, you get to report whatever your basis is. So maybe you need to go back and find a way to add in those extra costs that you incurred kind of indirectly to increase your basis and reduce the gain.
No matter what. And part of that reduction of basis, Eric, would be what he paid the real estate broker, right?
Yeah, I would add that in just to build up as high a basis as you can to bring down the gain. It's sort of a complex, odd situation, but yeah, the main thing is you want to add in any out-of-pocket dollars you had to reduce your gain.
And Eric, as far as basis, I have a separate question on that. But Bruce,
is someone holding someone hostage?
Who's got the dog? Who's got the dog? Which one? Is that you, Bruce?
I do.
Bruce,
I do.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a rescue dog. I think it's a little border terrier and Maltese.
Okay, it sounds like a little yapper. Okay, listen, Bruce, do you see a problem with amending your tax?
Oh, no, I definitely want to do that.
Yeah, definitely. And in fact, you can go to Eric or someone, or you can, you need to not go to that first person. She obviously didn't know what she was doing. Do you have any other question for Eric? Because I have one for Eric that's quite, can complicate this. But Bruce, do you have any questions for Eric?
No, I don't.
All right.
I just got to get to a CPA or somebody to go over these things.
Yeah, and Atlas CPAs and financial advisors are at 303-799-9111. Now, Eric, I have a quick question for you. I want to give you a scenario. Let's say you have, I want to make it really easy dollars to understand. Let's say you have a rental property worth $100,000. You buy it for $100,000 and you don't do any improvements, but you sell it for $200,000. That sounds like you have a gain of $100,000, right? That's what it sounds like. But I was told, Eric, that if you do not depreciate rental property, the IRS imputes depreciation to bring your basis down. So you would not have a $100,000 basis even if you bought it at $100,000, but they would calculate what the depreciation would have been had you taken it. Is that right? Is that true or false?
Yeah, well, technically that is correct. The IRS rule reads that you need to reduce the basis by depreciation taken or that you should have taken.
Wow.
Looped out. But a solution is, if that's the case where a guy had a property, didn't depreciate it, you could always catch up, and in the year when you sell it, take the depreciation or go back and amend the prior year.
Okay.
And report what you forgot. So there is a workaround.
Although with him at $30,000, I doubt that would affect him at all anyway, even with a lower basis. But
yeah, that is right. But technically, the rule is you're supposed to be taking it, and the IRS takes the position that they can ding you for what you forgot to take. But then you have to find a solution to amend just to not get hurt that way.
Does that go with all business or commercial property or just rentals?
Yeah, no, it's any depreciable property.
So that's weird. That Bruce, Eric, because a lot of people don't understand that. I think I remember reading that once. That's why I asked. So if you do not take depreciation on a rental or on a piece of commercial property or commercial material or tools or whatever, if you do not take it, your basis is still going to be lowered by the IRS according to what you should have taken. And as Eric's, go ahead.
That is the technical answer. Of course, a person could not report that, just report it at the higher amount, and then it's just, do you get audited or not? So
okay.
I'm sure there's people that they don't report the fact that they forgot to they take the smaller gain, and then it becomes a game of, do you get audited or not, and then how do you go back and deal with that? But
right. Okay. Eric Reinemer, Atlas CPAs and Financial Advisors. And as he said, if you are forced to take depreciation, then you may as well go back and amend your previous taxes to reflect that depreciation and get some credits for those previous years in those deductions, and then, report the sale as it was. Anyway, that's why they make financial experts and tax preparers. I'm Tom Martino.
People don't. That's a very little known fact about What?
That's a very little known fact about depreciation, that if you don't take it, they evict.
630 KHOW.
I mean, really, a lot of people don't realize that.
Now, impact traffic.
It's reported, sponsored by Indeed.com.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, travel around the Mile High City Freeway system in fantastic shape right now. No delays on I-25, I-70, wide open through the heart of the city. The rest of the highway drive is looking good in town. Even Commerce City, the commute there on 270 is looking good right now. No slow spots. Off highway, there's a water main break on the westbound side of Iliff at Parker Road. Watch out for lane restrictions until this afternoon. One crash off highway in the cleanup stages at Highlands Ranch Parkway. And
she figured out why she wasn't getting her emails, and she fixed it. Yeah,
it's going to be sunny today with a high of 49. Tonight, clear overnight.
That's all good.
Right down to few clouds and 31. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
If you're hiring
Here you go, about 10 seconds till 0 res long.
candidates so you can focus on interviewing people with the right skills. Receive a $75 sponsored job credit when you upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
How do you do better than ZeroResDenver.com for your carpet cleaning? They come in with an empowered water. Now listen, I get into the patented empowered water, but I know it has something to do with high alkaline, and it's really a great water to clean. It's a super soft water, and scientifically it just cleans. It emulsifies. It does all of that without any chemicals. It leaves your carpets with zero residue. That's why they call themselves Zero Res Denver. We've been spending so much time at home lately, and I know who I use, Zero Res. They make my carpets like new. They actually came into a house where we thought we had to replace the carpets. They went through and cleaned those carpets, and then they actually stretched them out again, and they're like brand spanking new. Now they're doing 2 areas for just $79. They say 2 rooms with 2 big areas for $79. Call them for details, 303-471-5150. That's 303-471-5150. ZeroResDenver.com.
In this crazy time that we're all living in right now, there's nothing more important than your health. At Fitness Gallery, we offer the nation's lowest prices on the world's finest fitness equipment like true treadmills.
Hey, your home gym never closes. Everybody should have a true treadmill. This is the treadmill that I have in my home. You should get one for yours.
Hi, I'm Carl Mecklenburg, former Denver Broncos All-Pro linebacker and Ring of Famer. Tough Stuff machines are tremendous for any type of workout you're trying to get in. And I've got it in my home now, so when I work out, I'm not hurting myself, I'm helping myself. And there's no better way to be consistent with your workouts than have it at home, have it available to you any time of the day or night.
Tough Stuff from the Fitness Gallery. You're going to get the best that your money can buy.
We have them in stock, and you can pick up today. Having your own home gym is more affordable than you think. Buy quality, you never regret it. Visit fitnessgallery.com to find one of our 5 Denver Metro locations, including our newest, now open.
Kudos to Bonnie Shields. We appreciate the feedback on the show. Thank you so much. Okay, hang on.
Started in 2021, we can have you tapping into your equity to do so. And believe it or not, you can borrow at the lowest interest rates we've ever
Create a
seen.
channel to
Take
join
advantage
chat.
of tapping into your home's equity and let your home fund your remodeling project rather than you funding your remodeling project with cash. And if you racked up some bills during the holidays, you're not alone. Ideal Home Loans can help. Imagine consolidating your debt, paying off your credit cards, putting money in your savings account, and paying your house off more quickly all at the same time. Ideal Home Loans can help, and you don't have to start over on a new loan when you refinance. Call us today, 303-867-7000. That's 867-7000. Or as always, you can apply online at idealhomeloans.com. Equal opportunity lender, regulated by DORA, NMLS 136756. For terms and conditions, call 844-45-ID.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take
It's no problem insuring you because everybody's got insurance. I think.
The experts at Optima specialize in
Yeah, why wouldn't they? She's a minor and you're the parents.
I asked Joe if he could move that meeting up a little bit with you guys, so I'm just waiting. I don't have his cell. He's not in the office, so I
Tell
don't
them
know.
2 o'clock. We got
You guys have a 3:30 Zoom.
with who?
Become the banker.
I just want to do it at 2 right after the show. Yeah,
8:30 is
today. Well, you can do it from anywhere. It's going to be a Zoom. Hold on one second. If everything works out here, can you bring me over to the dealership at 2 or after our meeting with Joe? No matter what. Okay.
Tommy, can you get me your login for tax payments? Not the second. Tom, I won't even do it until tonight or tomorrow night.
I'm going to look for that.
Okay.
Because I know I had one.
Okay.
I know I had an IRS login.
Okay. All right. Let me know if you find it or not.
I will find it.
The healthiest and most natural cereal in the supermarket. Grainberry, with amazing onyx sorghum, is packed with powerful plant-based antioxidants to help protect your body from free radicals. When we make Grainberry, we care about sugar control. That's why we start with lower sugar.
And if not, Tom, I'll handwrite the checks and just get certified mail from the post office.
Right now, I'm going to say forgot password.
And then by chance, if you have the state as well, that too.
And we didn't have to sacrifice flavor to do it. So buy Grainberry cereal with amazing onyx sorghum and start curbing your sugar today. Available in multi-bran flakes, honey nut toasted oats, and delicious cinnamon frosted shredded wheat.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
This is Dave Logan. The law offices of Campus, a serious law firm.
What a silly difference.
630 KHOW.
An iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate, you go through Frank and you'll get the best treatment ever. He has stats to show he's selling for more money and faster than the market average. Also, he'll do a free market valuation, 303-920-1622. That's Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. A free market valuation, whether you are looking to sell or not. You can see where your house will sell on the market based on his vast experience. All right, let's talk and find out what's going on with you now. Bob has a problem we need to help with. Bob, what's going on? Hello, Bob.
Hello, Tom. How are you?
Good. What's happening, man?
Well, I'm really just trying to get paid off a guy, and he's just dragging his feet, Tom. And the latest news on him is that he's going to pay me, but he's got hills to climb. He says.
What is that? Okay, tell me what kind of business this is.
This fellow does remodel, and I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying that he's not paying me, and I need to get paid.
Now, he does remodeling. Has he been paid?
Yeah, yes. The job that he completed is done. I've already spoke to his client, and they've paid him, and he has been paid. Yes, he has just.
What did you do on that job?
I was basically doing everything from carpet removal, painting.
Why didn't you put a lien on the house there?
Well, I put an intent to lien, and that got his attention. And then he requested that I send him some information in terms of a 1099.
Yeah, he was just stalling. But you can put a lien on that house, and those people will put pressure. I'm not suggesting you do anything, but if you put a lien on that, they're going to get pissed at him, and he's going to have to pay.
Sure. And that would be my next step if I can't get this worked out.
What reason is he giving you for not paying?
Well, at this point in time, the reason is that he's gotten everything he needs from me, but he needs to turn it into his department that does that, and then.
What do you mean his department? What is he giving you? That sounds like a bunch of crap.
Yeah, it is. It's been since before Thanksgiving.
What's the name of the company that owes you money?
His business name is 3 Square. I believe it's 3 Square Construction, and it's AJ LaFrancis is.
Is there a property you could lien?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, just recently. Yes, and he got paid for it. The contractor got paid. You put an intent to lien. It got his attention. How long ago did you do that intent to lien?
It's been about a week, and he previous to this, he told me that he had to wait for his office to open back up because they were out for the holidays. And then after I sent him this stuff, which 2 days ago he told me was going to be acceptable paperwork, but then he had hills to climb at this point still, even though I'd sent him the paperwork. Are
you going to do it or not? You need to do it. I think you need to do it. In other words, put the lien on. I hate to tell you, but that's the easiest way to do it. I mean, we could call the guy. I don't think it'll, will he agree that he owes you money, or are you guys going to dispute the amount? How much are you owed?
$1,300, and he's agreed to that and everything. There's no problem with that. It's
What do you think the problem? What do you think the problem is?
Well, I think the problem is that he, is probably trying to get the funds together, or maybe he has some type of personal issue with me. I'm not sure, but I don't have any problems with him other than I just need paid.
I don't blame you, man. Times are rough right now, and I think that the lien is going to get the attention quickly. Do you know how to do the lien?
I can figure it out. I mean, I figured out how to do an intent to lien. I had it professionally done, and that got his attention, as I said. But it didn't get his attention enough to where he's willing to actually, pull the trigger and give me my money. And
well, if you do a lien, I believe you also can get interest and all that. I think you can just start accumulating. But your attorney will know that if you had it professionally done. I just think that's the quickest way to resolve this. And anyone, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I agree with you, Thomas. I'm in a kind of a position. My dog is dying right now, and I really need the money.
What?
My dog is dying, yeah, and I need the money bad. I've told him that. He's like, I'm right now, he's like literally on his last leg, and I need the money to, to get his vet bills taken care of. And
Look. We can call him, but I mean, like I said, and find out why he's not paying. But he's going to promise to pay, or what is he going to do? And it's going to end up right here again. 3 Square Construction. I would be leery of hiring him, of hiring him, because if you think about it, you run the risk of having a lien put on your home. We could light a fire under him. Do me a favor and start the lien process. Give us the information on this guy. And what is 3 Square's phone number that you use for him?
The telephone number here. Let me grab it for you real quick. Let's see.
And his first name is what?
AJ, and it's just AJ LaFrancis.
AJ LaFrancis. Okay. What is the phone number?
Here, let me see here. I gotta grab it.
Sure. And here's the deal.
The telephone number, Tom, is let's see. Right here. At 1719 246 8700.
8700. Okay. So that's
and like that too, Tom. That you've helped me before, and I really appreciate you doing this. I know I'm not paying you anything, and
no, you don't have to pay me. Listen, Bob, we'll be happy to have someone put in a call and ask AJ LaFrancis why you're not being paid from 3 Square. 719-246-8700. Do me a favor though, and keep going with the lien process. And then Suzanne, make sure you get Bob's information. We get back in touch with him. 303-713-TALK. You have kudos. Is this Gabriel or hello? Is this Gabriel?
Yeah, this is Gabriel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is Gabriel.
You have some kudos for Bonnie Shields, attorney at law, family law.
Yeah, Tom. 2020 sucked for me. I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. I know you have some experience there, but I was there.
Yeah.
And we were getting a divorce. I was ruminating there, and we moved out here. And once we did, we filed the papers, and we did mediation with Bonnie Shields last week, and it went great. She was awesome.
That's good. That's really good.
You probably saved a ton of money.
You did save a ton, by the way, of going with Bonnie Shields, and I'm glad you did the sensible route of mediation. I'm sorry, man, that this all happened to you. Why'd you guys choose Colorado?
Well, I'm from here, Tom. I listened to you the whole time I was out there. It made me feel like I was at home, and now I'm back home, so I feel good. And
good.
It was nothing compared to losing Tom Brady to the Buccaneers. So we're good, man.
Well, listen, congratulations that you're getting your life back together and you're back here. We got more coming up.
Tell your smart device.
You can hear Ross Gibbonsky in the morning and Dan Capless in the afternoon.
Getting 6:30 a.m. from iHeart.
What do they do? I totally forget.
Available on over 2,000 devices.
Now, impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by ZQuil Pure Z's.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, travel around the Mile High City freeway system in fantastic shape right now. No stalls, accidents, or major delays on the highway drive. I-25 wide open through the heart of the city. No delays in I-70 from Arvada all the way up to Pena Boulevard. The rest of the freeway system in fantastic shape in the drive across.
When did they start, Tom?
They're going to start January 15th. Repairs on the westbound side of Islet Park.
What would you like to talk to Tom about on the show today?
We'll be right with you. Today with a high near 49. Right now, a few clouds above in Denver and 31. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Heath Wagner, 630 K-How.
What's the opinion?
Alright, here you go, Tom. Autogranite Colorado Paint Care in about 10 seconds.
Summon that up for you, man. All right, Chris. Hang tight.
Optimal dose of melatonin that helps you fall asleep naturally and wake with no next day.
Thank you much. This dog?
You do not have to.
Okay, hang on.
Get your life back. That is the entire goal of Colorado Pain Care. I want you to hear something.
Colorado Pain Care has several modalities, several ways of helping you with pain. From slightly invasive therapies like steroids. They even do acupuncture, massage, physical therapy. They do nerve blocks, radio frequency, nerve control. Listen, they're highly advanced. And they may even use medication, but their goal is to get you off of medication and to get your life back. Colorado Pain Care, locally owned and operated by local physicians, not part of a big group. They work with all insurances. 303-GOT-PAIN. ColoradoPainCare.com. 303-GOT-PAIN. All right. We want our kitchens looking great. If you're looking for countertops, theartofgranite.com. They do such a great job with natural stone of any kind, including, they also do quartz, by the way, or any other solid surface. They're direct stone importers. They work the front range, the mountain communities. They tower and hallway free. They do the bathroom free when you do the kitchen. And remember this, you're only charged for fabrication and installation. Even the materials are wholesale. Get your price on the phone even. 303-386-5919. 386-5919, theartofgranite.com.
Fall in love with your smile again with Stoll Family Dental. Following
I went to the wrong damn person.
Hey, will that work for Suzanne as well at McDonald's? Now that we switched it all up? Okay.
I believe so, but we'll figure it out. If she's not there, you know,
The dog got out. Dad had to text me. She's like, I just saw Nico running past our sunroom.
Did you tell the kids?
Yeah, of course. I told Miles to get on it.
You should be out back.
Yeah, so we need to talk to them about that.
Nico got out?
Oh, we let him out front. He babysits Puppy while she's out front.
Puppy doesn't run away?
No.
No, she's still young enough. She's got that, she's afraid.
Take aim.
She's got that
720-895-0500.
built-in
Many of our clients
radius
to tap their equity
of
should the
us.
economy change. All without having to borrow the money now. We can show you how to access your equity in these uncertain times. Give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on what's important. Your family. Call Affordable Interest Mortgage.
Is Lisa the wife over there? Do you know?
Yes.
720-895-0500. We are locally owned.
You know they got
since 2001.
9 kids.
The reputation of putting you first with straight answers and listening are unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect your home. Take aim. 720-895-0500. Where it's all about you.
Yeah. There's a lot of kids.
Counters and floors, and even
Can you imagine?
doors. Have a word will treat you right at Done Right. Hi, I'm Contractor.
Gotta have 3 nannies.
My dad started making that pledge on the radio when I was no more than 12 years old. He's taught me all my working life that what we do is not rocket science. Our success simply comes from treating people as we'd like to be treated. And this is Dan Chicane. Tom's totally correct. We know that you want a quality job at a fair price. You want good service and timeliness of completion. You want honesty. You want to feel comfortable. And you simply want to be treated well. And Dad, I know that's why we've done our best to make their wants our objective. You bet, Todd. So, folks, if you're ready, we're ready to serve you. Whether it's a fresh new look in your kitchen and bath, or the warmth and quiet of replacement windows, call us. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you might be kicking yourself in the head. Rates are at historic lows, so take advantage of our new Fast Track loan with an unbelievable low rate of 2.25 rate and APR with no closing costs on a 15-year fixed loan. That's right, no points, no fees. Hi, I'm Wesley Hoagland with Westland Financial, a trusted lender for over 20 years. Even if you've refinanced in the last year, we can still probably save you money. All it takes is a 5-minute...
Is silver good?
I can save up to thousands of dollars a year. This amazing 2.25...
Is silver good? The color. Oh, yeah.
Loan process can get it done in record time.
Pretty much anything but black, right? Exactly.
3669. That's 844-425-3669.
Right.
844-425-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. Call us at 844-425-3669. And then less than 304. Not all those apply.
Back on about 30, gentlemen. What is getting back to business? Business owners can apply for back to business certification to reopen safely and reduce operating restrictions. Broomfield's
United Windows
closely with you to maintain safety standards and open doors to more customers. Residents can help it.
10 seconds.
Wash your hands, watch your distance, wear your mask, and wait for gatherings. And remember, follow all current public health guidance. Learn more at broomfield.org/back-to-business. That's broomfield.org/back-to-business.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. RenewHomeInnovation.com. They're doing beautiful showers, and get this, they can do showers in a record amount of time. He sent me a memo saying, Tom, our emphasis is getting bathrooms done quickly. A beautiful custom shower, or, and we're talking about a very short amount of time, like in a few days. They're doing showers and tubs. In fact, he sent me something about the next day even, next day installation. Incredible. RenewHomeInnovations.com. I'm going to get a bunch of details and give them to you about, I think it's next day on some of them. Okay, here it is. A huge inventory allows rapid installations, next day shower replacement. Holy crap, I just found that. Next day. And if you don't, even something that's not in stock, they can do pretty darn quick. And that's Renew Home Innovations, 303-904-2000. Beautiful showers and tubs or shower tub combinations. And walk-in tubs as well. All right, so Deputy Doc has an update on the Windsor apartment theft issue. Now, we're talking she had a bicycle stolen, a car stolen, a car vandalized. Multiple residents have had issues. And these Windsor the apartments, whatever the name, it's technically another name. What is it up at Windsor anyway? Deputy Doc, what did you do? Did you talk to management?
I did talk to management, Tom, and they gave me the total runaround.
Oh.
I spoke to Cindy, who's the management over there. She said, I can't talk to you. I need to talk to my bosses. Please send me an email with the problem,
All right.
and I'll get back to you.
All right,
So
well,
I sent an email.
yeah. Did you send the email?
I sent an email asking for a response, and I'll let you know if they ever get back to me.
Yeah, and that could be the runaround. It could be because she's afraid to say anything at all, so let's just play with this and see where it goes. What's the actual name of that apartment complex? It's something. It's not.
It's Windsor, something at Windsor, Tom.
It's
sorry.
at Windsor, I believe. I'll find it. Centric.
Yeah.
Centric by Windsor. It's called Centric by Windsor. Yes, okay, good.
It's at 1836 Boulder Street.
Okay, Centric by Windsor. Thanks. I appreciate it, Deputy Doc. We really do. And 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255.
Is that Windsor Gardens, you think?
I think that's the same ones that run Windsor Gardens, I believe so. Okay, let's go to Scott. Scott? Hey,
Tom.
Hey, man, I wanted to bring you back because before the end of the year, a woman called. She's I believe a widow or something. She was falling on some rough times, was going to lose her car, and she had just I don't know, man. You came through in a way we all said, what's this guy doing? And you said, I just want to be good. I just really want to help her. And you made a huge donation to her. You made a huge contribution to help pay her off. And Scott, you donated $10,000. And yes, sir. Man. So, Scott, really, my hat's off to you on that. It really is. I want to, and Mark's shaking his head because he was wondering, come on now, what's this all about? We didn't know why you wanted to do it.
That's awesome, man.
It is awesome, Scott. I want you to hang on because there were some few questions I had for you in your auto repair, Stan's Automotive. So hang on. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up. And Drew has a problem with a bank. Chris wants an opinion on security deposit problems. That's a lot. Man, are we getting a lot of those coming up. I'm Tom Martino. Get your calls in at 303-713-TALK.
Talk. Did that lady ever Venmo the 190?
Oh, isn't that the cutest?
God, you gotta post that picture. Oh,
Dan's putting it on video
that's
for
so
us.
sweet.
Did she ever
send it to
send
me?
the 190?
Send it to Stephanie.
What's that, babe?
Did she ever send the 190? The
190.
Venmo lady.
You
He
never
was
reached.
Brigger.
No, we have not responded to anything she said.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I'm going through emails right now.
Okay, are you going to have her do that or what?
Yeah.
Now look, this.
Are you dropping it?
Do you know where to log in?
I know where to log in
good.
once I'm logged in.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give this to you. Okay. I'm giving you username and password.
Do you think you have one for the state too?
No, I know I don't. Well, let me try. I mean, I didn't even think. No, let me try. Maybe I do.
Okay.
That's
KRFX HD2 Denver.
Coming up at 5 after the hour, listen for your chance to win $1,000 on KHOW Denver.
ABC News, I'm Ellen Lopez. Democrats in the House continue their push for President Trump to leave office, introduced a resolution, as read by a clerk, calling on Vice President Mike Pence and the cabinet to remove the president.
To activate Section 4 of the 25th Amendment to declare President Donald J. Trump incapable of executing the duties of his office and to immediately exercise powers as acting president.
Republicans blocked passage by unanimous consent, which means there will be a debate tomorrow. Democrats say if the president is not removed from office, they'll pursue impeachment. Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is asking people not to come to the city for President-elect Biden's inauguration. She's also asking President Trump...
He's going to have a bigger crowd than anybody in history.
...ahead of next week's inauguration, which would allow for more federal assistance. Today, President-elect Biden meets with his transition team and will receive his second COVID-19 vaccine. This is ABC News. China gives the long-awaited go-ahead for the World Health Organization to investigate the origins of COVID-19. ABC's Brooke Lynette is in Hong Kong.
Monday's announcement from China's National Health Commission said the officials will be jointly carrying out scientific research with their Chinese counterparts. The message was scant on details. It's not yet clear whether the team will be visiting Wuhan, where the virus was first detected in late 2019. The WHO last week had expressed disappointment over delays to the investigation. The announcement comes as mainland China recorded its biggest daily increase in COVID-19 cases in more than 5 months. Britt Clennett, ABC News, Hong Kong.
Hyundai is reportedly partnering with Apple to launch a line of self-driving electric cars. Reports say the companies are poised to sign a deal by March. Rollout of the autonomous vehicles is expected in about 3 years. Production with
that Chinese one we own stock in now. Not only is the stock going fucking crazy, it's absurd, but they're going to be almost fully autonomous. I mean, that's crazy. Like next year, that NEO company. I've been saying forever about 21 or 22.
If we kept this stock, could this be an amazing, like an Amazon play? And could we?
It could be, but
we make
at some point you got to take money. Do you really? I think so. I mean, I'm not saying I'm getting ready to sell it right now, but fuck, man. Across all accounts, I cleared fucking, what, 80,000 in 7 days?
Alan Dershowitz and more. Every night,
I mean, at what point do you not take some cash? You know, I don't know.
Newsmax is on all major.
I might not sell it in my retirement accounts I bought it in.
You want Newsmax. 30 million Americans watch.
But let's face it, man. How much competition do you think? You just heard Hyundai's going to have one in 3 years. All electric fucking deal with Apple. That's huge. I mean, think of all the competition that's going to be coming up.
I read some stuff about Tesla, man, from actual customers. First, for service, there's a two-month backlog.
Oh, they suck.
They have no service.
And if you have a door ding or something, they got to remove the fucking battery to fix a lot of shit.
Now listen, so the problem with Tesla service, you can't get service because there's a backlog. You can't get parts for older cars, and also that charging stations are all filled up almost all the time. You have to go on off hours. They say it's really difficult.
Officials say it could move things like clothing, indoor dining, or all options are on the table, including the move to level purple on the state's COVID-19 dial that would effectively put a shutdown in place. Today's meeting with Pittsburgh County starts at 1 o'clock this afternoon. That's the latest. I'm Pat Woodard.
Now, Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by Ent Credit Union.
From the Best Friend Sports Traffic Center, travel around the Mile High City Freeway system in really good shape right now. There was a minor crash there, westbound 270 at York. That's been cleared out of the way, so good news there. I-25, I-70, wide open through the heart of the city. Off-highway, got a crash being cleared at 23rd and Monaco to watch out for. Avoid the area until the wreck is cleared. And that water main break westbound Island and Parker Road, you're going to have lane restrictions on that stretch until sometime this afternoon once they get that repaired. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. It's going to be sunny today in the metro area with a high near 49. Right now, a few clouds above and 31. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
If you need a little cash to cover expenses or consolidate debt, apply for a personal loan with Ent Credit Union. Lock in a special rate when you apply online at ent.com/loan. Standard credit qualifications apply. Equal opportunity lender.
Fall in love with your smile again with Stoll Family Dental. Following all CDC COVID safety guidelines, Stoll Family Dental offers a full range of services.
Coming to PI, you mind me
restorative work.
I don't think we should talk
It's a
about
calm,
this right now.
stress-free experience for all patients. Call Stoll Family Dental at 303-841-7045. Mention this ad for the $100 new patient special with exam, x-rays, and basic cleaning. That's 303-841-7045. Or visit StollFamilyDental.com.
This is Brent Ivinson with Ideal Home Loans, and rates are still at record lows. But you don't want to play the waiting game because you're likely to get burned. Call Ideal Home Loans today where you can take advantage of our interest rate guarantee and cash in on some of the lowest interest rates we've ever seen. Call us today at 303-867-7000 to talk to one of our salary-based lending specialists or online at idealhomeloans.com. Equal opportunity lender regulated by Board NMLS 136756 for terms and conditions. Call 844-45-ID.
When he's not talking about it, he's tweeting about it.
See you Twitter? Follow the Troubleshooter.
All right, guys, we're back in about 20 seconds.
Stay connected with all of Denver's talk stations on Twitter.
Give me your Twitter and I'll follow you.
Find us right now at 630 KHOW. It's your chance to win $1,000. Text the nationwide keyword.
All right, 10 seconds. We're back.
200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's easy to 200. This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. We are here to help you solve problems, to answer questions, to take complaints, and to make your life just a little easier. And I'd love to tell you about home improvements where you're not going to have a problem. GenesisTotalExteriors.com. Now, even though we say exteriors, they also do interior. Of course, they do basements, baths, and kitchens. They do painting. They do decks. They do basically everything around the house, from the roof to the decks to fencing to everything inside. That's GenesisTotalExteriors.com. They give virtual estimates, by the way. For storm damages. They can do everything all on one. If you ever have an insurance claim, everything on one claim. That's Genesis Total Exterior, someone you can trust. You hear about home improvement problems every day. 303-679-8509. 679-8509, GenesisTotalExteriors.com. So let's talk to Scott. We were talking to him. He called in out of the goodness of his heart. He paid off a woman's car, $10,000, so she could keep her car. She is grateful. Oh my goodness. And I just don't know what makes him tick. And he also has Stan's Automotive, and you're coming on the referral list, I'm happy to say, I think, or you're already up there. Now, where is Stan's Automotive located, Stan? Or Scott. Scott. And this is Scott, but he has Stan's Automotive. Now, how did that happen? You bought Stan's Automotive years ago, or what?
No, Stan's my dad. And so I'm second generation.
Okay.
And I tell people he retired about 2 years ago, but he quit coming to work about 12 years ago. And
okay, cool.
So no, we made it official.
And the actual location is where?
We're at 1950 West South Boulder Road in Lafayette. We're basically right on the dividing line of Lafayette and Louisville.
How do you get there? How do you get there?
Well, where are you coming from?
Like your area up there, because we don't have anyone in that area. That's good. I mean, I think the closest might be
Hands-on Autotech.
Hands-on Autotech.
Right.
He's a good guy.
We've got the guys in Longmont, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're south of Longmont, basically roughly a mile west of where Highway 287 intersects with South Boulder Road.
Okay.
About 2 blocks west of Centaurus High School.
Okay. And what do you do? All kinds of repair?
Pretty much everything domestic and Asian repair. We don't do a lot of diesel. We don't get real deep into computer stuff on European stuff.
But
otherwise, pretty much everything. We don't do body work, and we don't sell gas.
And you've been in your whole life, the business?
Basically, yes, sir. And the business has existed longer than I have. We actually just started our 48th year of business. So,
what's your website, sir?
www.stansautomotive.com.
Oh, that's easy to remember. Stan's Automotive, stansautomotive.com. And then what's your phone number?
303-666-8914.
914. Okay, so the reason I ask is we are always, as we recommend people in certain areas, I say, hey, Suzanne, who do we have in that area? Or who do we have in that area? So are you in the Boulder area? Who are most of your customers? Where are they coming from?
Correct. Eastern Boulder County. So Lafayette, Louisville, Erie, now Broomfield, which is its own county, that general area.
Okay, and that's 303-666-8914. Is there anything specific that you guys love doing? What do you do most?
We've got such a wide net out there. We're pretty all over the place. We do a ton of Subaru stuff. Obviously, Subaru's super popular in Boulder County.
Yeah.
We still have a huge amount of our business that still comes from, light duty pickups, Chevy trucks, just contractors and stuff like that. So,
okay,
again,
I want to ask you something. I ask every single mechanic I know or auto expert I know. What's the number one neglected thing that you find on a car?
I think fluids in general.
Okay.
I wouldn't say a specific fluid, but when somebody comes to me and they say, "Oh man, this is the greatest car I've ever had. I've had it 5 years and I've done nothing but change the oil," and it just makes me cringe because that means they're begging for a problem.
What's the most undependable manufacturer you've worked on? Come on. I don't mean undependable like customer service. I mean, what are some of the manufacturers with continual maintenance and problems? Come on, man. You have to have one in mind.
Every manufacturer has their little quirks.
Okay.
For years, I would have told people that transfer cases and transmissions in Jeep Grand Cherokees probably put most of my guys' kids through college. Front end stuff on Chrysler light duty trucks.
What's the most dependable all around vehicle you've worked with?
I don't think you can go wrong with any Honda or Toyota product or their respective nicer brands. With Lexus and Acura.
Wow.
I honestly tell people often I truly think Subaru is probably the best bang for the buck on the road.
Wow.
And they're definitely the most consistent as far as maintenance. I mean,
don't you think Hyundai's a good buy as far as bang for the buck? My God, look what you get in an Elantra.
I do, absolutely. In fact, I drive a Genesis and my wife drives a Santa Fe, so I'm definitely a fan.
That's exactly the same as Mark and Suzanne.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Hyundai product, and they really did a really cool job of kind of being not first to market, but first to be really consistent with the gasoline direct injection technology and stuff that just now is becoming commonplace. But man, 15 years ago, if you'd have told me I'd be driving Hyundais, I would have laughed. But they have come a long way, and they're a great product.
All right. Well, that's Scott, and he's from Stan's Automotive, named after his dad, who started the business. This is second generation. StansAutomotive.com. 303-666-8914. Is he on the referral list?
No, he needs to go. Listen, man, you got to go to referrallist.com and hit businesses sign up so I have all your vitals.
Yeah, I think, or Daphne was doing it. Either one, Scott. We got to make sure we get you up on the referral list as soon as possible. And 303-713-TALK is our number. And Lee, what's going on now? Lee, I see you're cashing in very old stock. Maybe Mark can help us with this. What's going on? What kind of stock is it?
It's from Klondike Uranium Incorporated. And
are they still around?
That's where the trail dies. He bought this in 1954.
Oh, man. You know, sometimes when that happens, there's nothing to be had. I mean, you know, it's long since gone away. How much stock are we talking about?
He had 10,000 shares at 5 cents in 1954 days. So.
Oh, my God. Mark, with stocks like that, they could just very possibly be gone, right? I mean, you know,
I would say probably definitely gone. I mean, if you just Google the name and nothing comes up, I mean, I doubt they're out there.
There's a Klondike Uranium in Moab, Utah. Is that the one?
I don't know. I've found that, and that's the only information I have on it. So,
did you contact the Securities and Exchange Commission?
No, we haven't. You're the first one we've contacted on this.
I remember that people told us years ago, we had a financial guy on, who told us that you go, because all filings have to maintain status with the SEC, and they will have information. You can either email them a copy of that certificate that you have, or you call them, but they'll tell you what to do. Klondike Uranium Inc. And again, you probably Googled it and all that. But what I'm saying is that they do, if they're still around, they would have compliance papers and applications or whatever with the SEC. That's where I would start. That's where I would start for sure. Have you gone to the website of the uranium I found and try to put in your name to see if it came up?
No, I never went to the website and did that. I kind of read some info that they showed.
Now, there's something else you should know. There's a common website. See, in oil, for example, oil and gas, if you own royalties, there's a common website for almost all the energy companies you can go to and put your name in, and they will tell you if you have anything on file, and then you can sign up with a username and password and find out more. It's called OilDex, and I believe that mines have the same thing, and I think it's called Diggings, and I think it's a consolidated place where you can get online accounts for owners. If you go to diggings.com, and I think there's a place where you can search by your name or by location. Just try that, diggings.com. Now, that may not help, but that's somewhere to start. And then SEC, I would call them immediately, because they will know for sure if there's a filing for Klondike Uranium Inc. And who knows what the hell that could be, what that could be worth. I mean, if it's still around. But people with old stock, you better take action. Don't just sit on it. Lee, let us know what happens after checking with the SEC, and then also the Diggings, thediggings.com. More coming right up.
Are you suffering from leg pain?
Aching, swelling, cramps, restless legs. 1 in 5 people lives with the
There you go, Mark.
vein disease, and that's a lot more common than you think. The doctors at United Pain Centers are board-certified pain specialists who will get you back on your feet fast with the help of laser technology.
I can see why they have a
no downtime. Go to UnitedPainCenters.com for more information.
All right, here you go for the law, 10 seconds.
Schedule your free vein screening today. That's 1-800-NEW-LEGS. United Vein Centers, America's top vein care center.
I cannot stress this enough, that when you're in an accident and you are injured, don't wait to contact an attorney. Now, you may say, well, wait a minute, Tom, I may not want to sue. You don't have to sue to get money sometimes. Maybe you don't have a case. Maybe you have an excellent case, but you never know without talking to someone. That's just to preserve your rights. And I recommend John Fuller. He's been helping my listeners for many, many years with free legal advice when you need it the most. Don't ask your brother-in-law, your cousins, your next-door neighbors. Simply call John Fuller and ask him about your accident. He'll give you free advice, 303-597-4500. And if he takes the case, it's never money out of pocket. It's on contingency. That's John Fuller, 303-597-4500. And look for him at referralist.com.
Bloomfield is getting back to business. Business owners can apply for back to business.
Options from Ford advice. Okay, hang on a minute there, Dave.
Residents can help by practicing the Ford believers. Wash your hands, watch your distance, wear your mask, and wait for gatherings. And remember, follow all current public health guidance. Learn more at broomfield.org/back-to-business. That's broomfield.org/back-to-business. Rates are like a roller coaster lately. Are you concerned about the future and how to protect your home? Do you want to become mortgage safe? AA, affordable interest mortgage. With home values still at their highest level ever and rates at historic lows, now may be the best time to be prepared if the economy changes. Last time, many of our friends lost their home when it was unnecessary. Take 720-895-0500. Many of our clients have the ability to tap their equity should the economy change, all without having to borrow the money now. We can show you how to access your equity in these uncertain times, give you peace of mind, and allow you to focus on what's important, your family. Call Affordable Interest Mortgage at 720-895-0500. That's 720-895-0500. We are locally owned and operated since 2001. Our reputation of putting you first with straight answers and listening are unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect your home. Take 720-895-0500, where it's all about you.
It's a new year full of new possibilities. You might be thinking about the goals you want to achieve in 2021. While personal improvements are probably on that list, home improvements can be on that list as well. You decided to focus on creating the home of your dreams this year. We'd like it if you trust Team Dave Logan to match you with a quality-backed pro who will work with you from start to finish to make that dream home a reality. Visit TeamDaveLogan.com/pro today to explore our vetted list of contractors. Again, that's TeamDaveLogan.com/PRO.
New year, new budgets. Every small business has unique needs. And when you partner with a Dell Technologies advisor, you get real-time, tailored advice. They'll even give you a free consultation on your servers and storage devices to develop a custom solution to help improve your company's productivity. Plus, get special financing with Dell Business Credit and big savings on business computers with Intel Core processors. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
This is Dan Kaplis. My parents always told us that we were put on this earth to make a difference, each in our own way. Our law firm lives by that motto. We are here to make a difference. We're privileged to make a big difference in the lives of our clients, and often our cases help make lots of other people safer in Colorado and across America. We are a serious firm for serious cases. If you would like our help, give me a call at 303-770-5551 or hit GameCaplisLaw.com. That's GameCaplisLaw.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
Breathe out and repeat after me. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Your bird is eating my candles. Your bird is eating my candles.
No, seriously, he's making a mess.
Get customized quotes at libertymutual.com.
Buy and build kitchen and bath. Now, not only below wholesale pricing, we also do installations. I bought cabinets for just $2,000 and everywhere else with pricing at $10,000 or more. 560 South Lapan for cabinets. Granite countertops. You will love that. I-25 at Alameda, go west on Alameda to Lapan. Then south 2 blocks to 560 South Lapan. Buyandbuild.net, 303-295-6022.
From the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer Weather Center.
We've got some mild weather for the first half of the day. Back in about 25 seconds. Tomorrow pushing 60 by Wednesday, followed by a chance for a few snow showers and wind Thursday. I'm Fox 31, Pinpoint Weather Meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by American Financing. Refinance mortgage and save $1,000 or more each month without restarting your term. It only takes American Financing, 303-695-7000 or AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 18233, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK.
Insurance
Don't forget
to
Compass
save money,
Insurance
home
to
of the
save
insurance
money.
checkup. It's really important you understand how this works, okay? You go to Compass and ask for the insurance checkup, 303-996-9000. They'll go over everything you have with house and car, auto and home, and tell you if you have a great deal or not. And they'll check with like 25 companies. You have absolutely nothing to lose. It's foolish not to do it. Nothing to lose. In fact, even if they save you money, you can choose not to take the deal. No obligation, 303-996-9000, theinsurancehelpcenter.com. All right. I want to keep going and helping people and figuring it out. Chris, go ahead. Chris, what's going on with the security deposit? What's happening?
Hey, Tom, I just wanted to know what you think about this situation I'm in, kind of.
Okay, what's going on?
Yeah, so around mid-November, my wife and I filled out an application to an apartment. And on the application, we specifically stated our terms that we'll be moving in mid-January and just leasing for 6 months.
And hold on, did it actually say that then? It was a lease from January 15th for 6 months.
Yeah, so that was just on the application that my wife filled out.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. On December 3rd, we give them our deposit. And then on the 29th, the manager calls us and says that a unit had just become available, but we must take possession right now and lease it until July. So that was our first red flag because...
Hold on. So on the 3rd, you gave a deposit, but you did not have a contract at that time, right?
No, we didn't sign the lease. We didn't.
Well, how much was the deposit?
$600.
And then you didn't have a lease, but what was $600 based on? Half a month, 1 month, or just arbitrary?
Yeah. So on here, I guess it's $300 for the holding fee and then $300 for a security deposit.
Okay, I got it. Now, when did they say the apartment was available?
So on the 29th.
Of what?
The manager, December. So that's
right.
Just a few days ago.
And they say if you want it, it's available, but you have to take it now.
You must take possession now, which was on the 30th.
And go through July.
To July, yeah. So that was already our first.
To the end of June or to the end of July?
To the end of July.
Okay, so then, I understand that was a red flag, but did you do it or not?
No, we didn't do that.
Oh.
But since we didn't have a plan B.
I got it.
We still decided to go and do the walkthrough of the actual unit. And when we got into the unit, it was just in very bad shape.
So you just decided not to do it. You don't have to give me a reason. They didn't force you to take it. So then what happened?
So the very next day, instead of signing and agreeing with the lease, we actually informed them that we're not moving forward with the lease and to see if we can do anything about our deposit. And since then, we've been trying to contact the manager.
All right, so they're keeping your deposit. Are they saying that you reneged on the lease?
No, they're saying that they claim that you only have 72 hours to cancel, and that's the only time it's refundable.
Well, hold on. To cancel what? To cancel what?
The application, I guess. We did not sign the lease or nothing.
Okay, Chris. If they give you 72 hours to cancel the application, that's good. However, what's really important is what the application said. Now, I want you to hear me carefully. If you said on the application that you wanted a 6-month and you wanted to start in mid-January, that doesn't mean they have to do that for you. What it means is you were putting down your preference. But what did the actual agreement say? Did it say by signing this application, you agreed to take the first available apartment? I don't know what it said. So that's what I'm asking you. What did it actually say?
The application, I believe it didn't say that, but I have the lease agreement here that we didn't sign, and it
No, that one doesn't matter. You didn't sign it. I need to know, because you should get your deposit back if you never signed anything. But if you signed an agreement that said you will take the first available apartment, or that you understand what, I don't know what it said. Do you have a copy of your application?
For us to get the copy of that, we'll have to get onto their website, and we'll have to pay another application fee. So
that's not true. That's not true. We can call these idiots.
Yeah,
are they saying, wait a minute, are they saying you're not going to get your money back?
Yeah.
Why?
Basically.
Why?
Because it's been more than 72 hours.
No, but that doesn't, okay.
That's all they said.
However, hold on. That may be right. If they said you can't get your money back, but we're still looking for an apartment, well, then that's what you signed up for. You signed an application to that place. So are they willing to look for another apartment? In other words, did they say you're on the list for an apartment, or did they say we're not doing anything for you now?
No, they didn't say anything like that. They actually were trying. They said we can try to clean up the apartment, but then at this point, we already just said that we're not moving forward.
Okay, well, Chris, that is kind of a technicality there. You know, I don't know. In other words, if you signed an application for that place and you didn't cancel it, they're kind of right. You are waiting for an apartment, and if you decided not to go forward, well, that's fine. But according to them, you're walking away from a contract, and I understand that. But it's hazy because I don't know what your app said. Suzanne.
So he would have, in that case, Tom, he gave that holding fee and deposit back on December 3rd, so he would have only had till December 6th.
Right.
So all that time they could have been finding something for someone else.
That's true. Now, here's the point. But you do understand that these guys did not violate the contract. They have an application from you. They have an application fee. They have an application deposit, and they're waiting to get you an apartment. Did they say you take this apartment or you don't get any? Or did they? I don't know what they said to you. And then, Chris, I disagree that you can't get a copy. There's no reason they shouldn't give you a copy of that. For them to say you have to pay another fee to see it, come on, man. That's unreasonable.
Yeah, no, they didn't say that, but we just can't get a hold of them.
Well, we're going to try to get a hold of them. I'm going to put Deputy Smarty Pants on it because I'll tell you why. He's tenacious. They should be willing to at least show us in the contract where they have the right to keep it.
Yeah, so on one of these forms that they have, it specifically says here that the holding fee, which is $300, is not refundable, and I get that. I even try to reach out to them.
Hold on, but what do they say about the other fee?
The deposit, it just says it's refundable, but it doesn't say anything else about that.
Okay.
The security deposit.
Well, the security deposit is probably refundable after you rent a place, like any security deposit. We need to figure this out, Chris, because you went ahead and signed it. May I ask why you won't let them just look for another apartment for you? Just say, listen, we don't want that one, but we're on the list. We paid our deposit. We paid our fee. Find us the next apartment.
They said this was the only first floor apartment which we were actually looking for. And they said, this is our only chance to get it, or that's it. There's no other.
Now, is it gone by now?
I don't know. That was since the 29th.
God, this sucks, man. Listen, you didn't tell me about the first floor part either. We got to listen, I want Deputy Smarty Pants to start by getting, asking them where they have the right to get keep that money. And then you may have to take them to small claims court. And then even though there's no discovery in small claims court, you can demand to see it in court. They'd have to use it as evidence that you breached the contract. But I don't think it should go that far. I think that you probably, this is what I'm thinking, you probably signed an obligation to take an apartment. That's what you did. I think you did. Now, I don't know without seeing it, but maybe Deputy Smarty can get that for us. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, we got a lot happening on the Troubleshooter Show. You need help? Let us know. Get something off your chest right after this.
John Martino now.
Get some more information to call the apartment complex for you.
This report is sponsored by
720-839 6057. Okay, so hang on, I'm gonna let you go, but we're gonna probably end up having you back on for a follow-up. I'm gonna send him your phone number. He's probably gonna be calling you right away. His name is Marty. He'll be getting some more information from you so he can make a call, and then he'll update us, okay? Okay, great, thanks, bye. Did you hear call?
Cloudy and 35. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How. New Year?
10 seconds till Colorado Banker. Or about 10 seconds. Here you go.
Use Advisor, you get real-time tailored advice. Plus, right now, get special financing with Dell Business Credit and big savings on select business computers with Intel Core processors. Call the Dell Technologies Advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Listen, no matter what kind of doctor care you're under, or maybe no doctor care, if you have pain, whether chronic pain, sudden pain, constant pain, Colorado Pain Care may be for you. You need to call them. They'd be happy to talk to you. Local doctors got together and formed this clinic to help people with pain. They work with all major insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, workers' comp, and they can help you. They understand pain management. They will customize a plan for you. They do all kinds of procedures, from nerve blocks to steroids to pain meds if you need them, with the goal of getting off, and also therapies of all kinds. Colorado Pain Care. Get your life back. 303-GOT-PAIN. 303-GOT-PAIN, coloradopaincare.com.
The YouTubers are making fun of you for all your hunting and pecking on the keyboard. And somebody said, tell Mark 1990's calling, they want their keyboard.
I love that. God, I love that. They want their keyboard back. I don't know what that means.
And the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/earth.
So Joe Biden will become the 46th president. You know, there's so much happening in Washington, millions of Americans are tuning to Newsmax, the news source that they can trust. I'm tuning into Newsmax cable news channel all the time, and I check out Newsmax.com online for all the breaking news. Plus, I've already downloaded the Newsmax app to my smartphone to get breaking news and see Newsmax TV for free. That's right, no paywall and real news that you can trust. Newsmax has got great shows with Dick Morris, Rudy Giuliani, Michelle Malkin, Diamond and Silk, Governor Huckabee, Professor Dershowitz, Greg Kelly, and so many more. And remember, Newsmax is on all the major cable systems. Now, if you don't get Newsmax on cable, call your operator and tell them that you want Newsmax like everybody else. So you can always switch to a carrier that has Newsmax, or you can watch Newsmax for free. Watch it for free on Roku, YouTube, Apple TV, Xumo, Tivo Plus, Pluto, and smart TVs like Samsung and LG. Newsmax TV.
All right, what are we at here?
Rates are like a roller coaster lately. Are you concerned about the future and how to protect your home? Do you want to become mortgage safe? Take AIM, affordable interest mortgage. With home values still at the
Colorado Pain Care.
Historic lows, now may be the best time to...
Hey, can you tell me if we got a Colorado Pain Care RL agreement?
Take AIM, 720-895-05.
Did you get your endorsement back? You're sure? And make sure endorsement's on the server, please.
We can show you how to access.
Yeah, she got it. She told me she got it.
Had what?
She told me she got,
endorsed. Yeah. If she told you that, we got it. Once before, I believe.
We are locally owned and operated since 2001. Our reputation of putting you first
Have you heard from
and listening are unmatched.
the one problem child that you had to send off multiple emails that was going to be back soon and get it handled?
oh, today they're meeting, and I'm going to call the rep.
Many of us have suffered the effects of COVID-19, personally and financially. Many businesses still closed in terms of. Believe me, you're not alone if some of your bills have gone unpaid, and especially stressful are the IRS matters. Many of them coming to a head after last year's delayed filings. But
holy shit, Mondays I'm always playing fucking.
Contact my friends Ron and Jack Larson at Larson Tax Relief. 844 Larson Tax. The Larson brothers and their team of experts are specialists in emergency and long-term tax relief. Even if you're unsure of your tax status and problem.
Hey, Aunt, do you have a 888 heating recorded in case if something happens? Should I send you one?
I do not have one recorded. You should probably send it.
I'll send it.
Pardon me, I have a few contracts I got to catch up on this week for Tommy, but Colorado Pain Care is pretty caught up. I'm sorry, they're on the referral list and on endorsement.
We have both
billing.
agreements.
Yes, but in general, I don't want to do a book work during the show. Then I lose focus of the show.
I'll handle that. I got to get out to 3 steps here.
Then pick up a box or two of the healthiest and most natural cereal in the supermarket.
And I just sent it to you.
With amazing onyx sorghum is packed with powerful plant-based
to my Gmail or iHeart.
Or Tree Rat. When we make Grainberry, we care
iHeart.
about sugar control.
Back on about 30, guys.
Another cereal. Then use our whole grain onyx sorghum to help slow sugar abuse.
Okay.
This sugar control, or sugar taming as we call it.
So step 1, I told them to go to this link and submit. So you send it back to them, right?
Which one are you talking?
Harris Law Firm.
Yeah, they just sent it back and I emailed them.
Okay.
I emailed Leslie.
Step 2, we send you 2 agreement referral lists, and I'll send them. I need that information you got from the referral list to fill out their endorsement.
Oh, I thought you already had an endorsement from them.
I do. I have it all on emails now. When I use that link that you have for referral list also.
Yeah, I just thought they already did the endorsement.
No, but they will. They'll trust me. So send me that.
I am right
good. Thank you. Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter.
713-TOM, 303-713-8255. We are here to help you solve problems, to answer questions, to take complaints, and to make your life a little easier. All you have to do is call us. Now, you can call us 24/7 at 303-MARTINO. What's going on with Marcy? Hey, Marcy, what's happening with Champion? Mark, is Champion still maintaining the referral list or not?
They have. I don't believe they've been up for, a long time, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Champion guy.
Okay, here's what happened. We had a wonderful relationship with Champion, and we mediated any minor problems they had. And I'm just going to tell you that Paul Bono retired, and things went a little south. And
big time.
Our complaints rose. It's almost like this guy kept complaints. He solved all the problems because we're getting more complaints than we've ever gotten.
I didn't mind some complaints. Any company is going to have issues, but when they stop handling them or communicating is when the issue comes.
Right. Up. And right now they do not handle problems, and I have to warn people about Champion. I have to warn them. So let's talk about what's happening with you, Marcy. How long? Tell me when this all started.
Well, I had a new sliding glass door put in September of 2019. I had to have them back out within 30 days because it was leaking air. And then I had to have them back out this year. I called in October. It took them 3 weeks to get back to me. And then the 3 weeks before they come out.
Now, this is all about a sliding door that's leaking?
Yes.
Okay.
And so they finally showed up on November 12th of this year, or 2020, did a very poor repair job. And I asked the guy, I said, this is not going to last. He said, oh, yeah, it will. So, well, it didn't.
Where is it leaking? Where is it leaking, Marcy?
Actually, it's leaking all the way around it, but especially at the bottom where the track is. And so I called back on November 30th. Never heard anything. Called back on December 12th. I'm calling the main number, And I got a hold of a young man named Larry at the main office, wherever that's at. It's not here in Denver. And he couldn't get them to answer their phone, so he emailed them. Well, it's January 11th, and I've never heard of it.
All right, here's the bottom line. You need service. You need warranty work. That doesn't bode well for a company that brags about their service. Again, I want to tell people that this is why the referral list is a living, breathing thing. We had a good relationship with them. We didn't have problems that were not handled. We didn't have this. Then all of a sudden, you get somebody who leaves, and it turns out that that person single-handedly had been helping us with problems, and now no one cares. I'm just going to say it like it is. No one cares, and you're seeing the reflection of that, Marcy. You're seeing the reflection of Champion, that no one cares. That's what you're seeing. And we're going to get someone on it. And I'll tell you what, Deputy Doc can call Champion, and we'll see. Do we have anyone at Champion that gives a damn, Suzanne? Do we have an angel there
I'll
or
have
anyone?
to look, Tom.
Well,
I don't know.
We used to have a contact there, and we don't. But that doesn't mean we can't help you, Marcy. What kind of warranty is on that door? If you had it done September of 19, and it's September of 20 would be a year, and then we're coming up on, it's not coming up on. I mean, it's been, let's say, a little over a year. How long is the warranty on that door?
Well, it's supposed to be 2 years.
Well, I mean, I'm just curious if it's a defective door or installation and what the warranty reads. That's all I'm asking. Do you know? See, I'm having trouble hearing her. I'm going to put her on hold. I'm going to put her on hold. Let's get her information. People, I don't know what to say. This show is totally informative, above board, and transparent. We don't shelter people. Okay? Now, Champion Windows, there's a problem. I'm just telling you that, okay? It's not because we get a lot of problems. It's because the problems fall on deaf ears. That's why. Now, what does that say about a company? I say the hallmark of a company is how they handle complaints. And they're not doing a very good job. And it's too bad because we had such a good relationship with them. So, Champion is, in my opinion, I wouldn't use them. I just wouldn't. I would not use them. And I'm telling you the God's honest truth based on our experience in the last year or two. And you should spread the word about Champion. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Trudy, about the mobile home park and the Social Security number coming up.
David, hi. You're going to sentence your last one.
Tell your smart device to play.
On the show today.
Sorry, Tom. I thought whenever you did the number, you was going to break. But you got Mile High and Artie Grant in about a minute.
Available on over 2,000 devices. Now, Impact Traffic.
It's reported, sponsored by ZQL Pure Z's.
From the Bedford Sports Traffic Center, travel around the Mile High City Freeway system in fantastic shape right now. No delays on I-25. Up to speed from Portland, Northwest through downtown, traveling into the Tech Center.
Okay. Gotcha, David. Hang tight a minute. Listen to the phone. When you hear your name, come on and tell Tommy what's going on. There is a Dave holding. I just don't want you to get confused if he goes to Dave instead of David, okay? Hang tight.
Medical directives, maybe if you're incapacitated, or even taking care of your pets. Or as you get into married life and children. You need more protection, but it's never complicated if you use milehighestateplanning.com. He's done all of the work for us on the staff. He's done all of the work for my friends and neighbors because we know that Blake Harris has it down. First of all, he doesn't charge for his consultations. He only charges for what he does for you, the actual implementation of a will or a trust or a beneficiary's deed, perhaps a medical power of attorney, or another power of attorney, a prenuptial agreement, or a post-nuptial agreement. milehighestateplanning.com. You will not go wrong. Protect your legacy. At least get to talk with him now. 833-ASK-BLAKE. 833-ASK-BLAKE.
What are you doing to keep your nose clean? After all, the nose is your body's air filter, the first line of defense against airborne diseases. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage, the powered suction nose cleaner. Navage cleans your nose by flushing out.
To leave a message. So let me get this over to him so we can get you resolved, okay?
So with all the world stuff in the air, now's the perfect time.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. We'll get you some help, Marcy. I won't even worry about it. We'll see what Ken can do for us, okay? That's his name, by the way, Ken. That's who you'll be hearing from, okay? Take good care. Bye.
All right, here you go. So take us to the logger, right?
theartofgranite.com. Now, The Art of Granite is a place in Golden, a beautiful showroom. You can go visit, make an appointment. You can get your prices on the phone for your project, too, if you know the square footage, because they only charge for the fabrication and installation. You have to understand, the materials are all wholesale, so that's easy, right? And then tear out and haul away's free. The bathroom's free when you do the kitchen. So all you need is some square footage in the kitchen, and you get a price, whether it be granite, quartz, or any natural stone. He's a direct stone importer. theartofgranite.com, 303-386-5919.
Research Raccoon can answer any question about your business for less than you'd think. From a new product to a small tweak on a proven winner, Research Raccoon gives you US-based data you can put to use that day. Plus, it's affordable enough for small businesses. So stop wondering if your business is on the right track and know for sure with data to back it by using Research Raccoon. Visit researchraccoon.com to learn more and discover which plan is best for you. Research Raccoon. Any question, anytime.
This is Brent Ivinson with Ideal Home Loans, and rates are still at record lows. But you don't want to play the waiting game because you're likely to get burned. Call Ideal Home Loans today where you can take advantage of our interest rate guarantee and cash in on some of the lowest interest rates we've ever seen. Call us today at 303-867-7000 to talk to one of our salary-based lending specialists or online at idealhomeloans.com. Equal Opportunity Lender regulated by DORA, NMLS 136756. For terms and conditions, call 844-45-IDEAL.
It's such a beautiful night. Look at the stars.
They're amazing. Did you know 20% of stars have planets orbiting them capable of sustaining life?
How did you know that? You must spend a ton of time reading.
Not at all. I use Blinkist.
Blinkist?
Yeah, it's an app that takes key insights from over 4,000 nonfiction bestsellers and gathers them into 15-minute blinks for you to read or listen to. With Blinkist, you can learn the main points of an entire book in just 15 minutes, as opposed to days or weeks.
What kind of books?
Nonfiction.
Management, investing, philosophy, and more. Looks like a beautiful mind.
Who's they? Who's they? Oh, a tow company like at your apartment complex or at a Wendy's or what? And it's kind of odd. I mean, on a personal, like just thinking about it, you know, when you're telling me this, Robert, I'm going, man, there's a lot of folks who can't even get their tax renewed or they're on delay or whatever because of this pandemic.
To give you
and help your business get to the next level. Get
Look at them call.
Free introductory call, 844-622-5666, or Spot On Finance.
All right, guys, back about 30.
Financial.com. We've all been there, a party at somebody's house, maybe even yours. Everybody ends up in the kitchen, and then everybody notices the kitchen countertop. And if they're old or stained or dented already, it sure does let you down. But you can make your kitchen and your
Western states. Look, he's got his button. He's got his polo shirt buttoned all the way up.
What's wrong with that? Oh. Man, you are such a anti guy. That's correct.
All right, guys, back in.
Learn more at ColoradoGranite.com. That's Colorado.
Do you see Simply Floors on there today?
I did it. Oh, you did? Hi, Tom.
Troubleshooter 303 713 Talk 303-713-8255. Let's go to the phones now. Okay, Trudy. Tell me, Trudy, about this social. You have a mobile home park, and what are they asking for? Is it for an application or what, Trudy? Talk to me about this. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Trudy, are you there? Okay. I don't hear Trudy, so I'm going to...
I know what her problem was, Tom.
Let's just see if she's there first, and then we'll talk about it. Dave, you want to talk about Ford. What's going on, man?
Yeah, this is Dave.
Yes, sir. What's happening?
I admit about a brand new 2017 Ford Escape. That was my first mistake back in 2017. It's got 64,000 miles on it. I've serviced it regularly. A week after they did a 60,000 mile service, I need a new engine because coolant's leaking into the cylinders.
Okay, but I don't understand it. Are you saying they did it?
No, I like to throw that in there because I've had no issues with this car until they did that service, and a week later, I don't have any of the symptoms or my engine was not overheating. I had no white smoke.
Then all of a sudden, that is kind of weird that all of a sudden now you have coolant leaking into the cylinders.
Yeah. Now, it's a problem with these EcoBoost engines, and Ford hasn't really touched them on the 1.5.
Wait a minute. So you're saying other people you've read have the same problem?
Oh, there's tons of it out there. There's 2 law firms who are considering class action law.
All right, hold on one second, Dave. This is about Ford and some cylinder leaking or some coolant. I will take this, okay? I want to talk to Trudy, though, who had been on, and she's been waiting a little longer. I'll go back to her because she's there. Trudy, what is your question, dear?
Okay, how legal and how safe for me to give my Social Security card, a copy of it in color, for an application that was being filled out I live in a mobile home park. I've been here for 30 years.
Okay.
They have my Social Security number, and my son lives with me, and he has to have his name on the lease as part owner in order to stay here when something happens to me. And he's passed the application and everything. But they want a colored copy of our Social Security
That bothers me a lot. Now, you asked how legal. I don't think there's anything illegal about it, but a colored copy of a Social Security card, I mean, listen, Trudy, all they really need is the number. I don't even understand why they want that. I have no idea. But Trudy, here's the thing. Are they allowed to ask for it? I guess they are. I don't know of any laws being broken. Why do they say they need a colored copy?
They didn't. They need a colored copy of my Colorado ID, being that I'm retired. But they also want a colored copy of my son and my Social Security
So they
card.
want your license, a colored copy, and a Social
Plus my Colorado ID.
Well, yeah, a driver's license or an ID, either one.
Okay.
But I don't understand why they want colored copies unless to say they don't want you to I think I know why. They don't want you to give a false number or someone else's number.
I've been here for 30 years.
I know, it's weird. And your son as well. Listen, are they doing this to everyone?
I have no idea. And
Suzanne, what were you going to say?
I thought sorry, Trudy. I thought you told me, Trudy, that your son's now living with you, that they want his information in case something happens to you, he can stay there.
No,
he has lived with me to help take care of my husband who was sick for years.
Okay, all right. No, I understand.
He needs to be on the application.
Right, I get it. So I get it. You had already had your stuff on file. Now they're asking for your son. But do they? I want to ask something just weird. I don't want to know your name. I just want to know, do you have an Hispanic last name?
No.
I was just curious.
Park does. There is a lot of Hispanic in the park.
I'm wondering if they have this policy because they don't want people forging identities. They want to make sure you are who you say you are. But again, Trudy, this is a weird one. It is weird. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It's kind of strange. But if you make a deal about it, they can probably say he can't live there. I don't know how far
That's what I fear, and our owner of the park is a son, and
is a son.
I'm sure they're good.
I think most people are sons.
Most men are sons of somebody. Yeah.
No, I meant that our owners of the park, the name is son. These are the managers that have requested all of this.
If you don't feel comfortable doing it, I don't know what to tell you. Don't do it. But again, I think they have a right to evict you, Trudy. I really do. I would like to see, I don't know. This is a weird one. I'd like to know what people think about asking for Social Security. Hold on.
So many people are eligible for a lower mortgage rate.
I'm going to forward you something.
I'm going to forward you something.
Not miss out. You can't afford to miss out because rates this low can save you up to, I don't know, $1,000 a month, plus tens of thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. That kind of savings can help make a significant impact on your budget. Money that you could use for a new car, vacation, pay a doctor's bill, send it.
Here, don't.
And I know just the people that help out Friends of American Financing. They're a family-owned.
About time you grew some balls.
You first. Listen to what you want and customizing.
All right, look at this. Let me get this. Just send it to you. Don't read it or anything out loud.
Any pressure, never any obligation, and never.
Just so you know where I left things.
Save some serious money. Call American Financing. 303-695.
Okay. Let me see where the fuck we're coming on this car, man.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
Coming up at 5 after the hour, listen for your chance to win $1,000 on KHOW Denver.
ABC News, I'm Elwin Lopez. House Democrats introduced a resolution calling on Vice President Pence and the cabinet to invoke the 25th Amendment and remove President Trump from power. Republicans blocked it from passing, so there will be a debate tomorrow. Democrats have said they will impeach the president for incitement of insurrection. ABC's legal affairs contributor Dan Abrams.
Well, there's no question that it's impeachable. The question is, will they be able to impeach and convict? And I think one of the things to focus on is not just as much exactly what led up to the riot in this sort of hours beforehand, which will certainly be the focus.
An FBI bulletin obtained by ABC News has information that a group is calling for storming state, local, and federal courthouses if the president is removed before Inauguration Day. A grim
Did you see that? I'm looking right now. Oh, okay, good. I'm going to get some nuts too. You want some? I'll get you a cup. No, I want to take a walk. I'm going to grab my mask.
Hospitals in England are preparing for trying times amid the pandemic. ABC's Tom Rivers is in London.
In the coming weeks, the health service here.
That stands is already on the referral list, so if you need an application, you might want to get a jab on that.
Must be minimized substantially.
What we need to do before the vaccines have had their effect, because it's going to take several weeks before that happens, is we need to really double down This is everybody's problem.
Compounding current problems, Whitty says the new COVID-19 variant is causing the virus to spread in a way that the old variant was not able to do.
A manhunt underway in California after 6 inmates broke out of jail. The 6 men, considered armed and dangerous, were accused of serious crimes including murder. Guards say the men got onto the jail's roof and used a makeshift rope to lower themselves to the ground. The sheriff says staffing shortages in the jail may have made it easier to escape. Elwin Lopez, ABC News.
Allstate now has deeper savings.
That should be it. Like laughing too loudly or somebody screaming or something like that. Like somebody was like raging the other day, like they were at phone harassment and that was. I was like, yeah, it looks like. And then Daph was arguing with some guy about some newspapers one day, like really, yeah, like he would like he just kept like throwing like all the fresh newspapers that he would throw all the trash in.
Every time you clean a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, use Microban 24 sanitizing spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24 sanitizing spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
KCAL News Time, 12:03.
Congresswoman Diana DeGette is leading the Colorado delegation and fellow Democrats to impeach President Trump.
He's a danger to our country, and we really worry about somebody as unhinged as he is, even for 9 days.
DeGette is worried about security ahead of next week's inauguration. Starting today, a handful of businesses in Broomfield will be allowed to welcome more customers because of the 5-star certification program. While the county remains at level orange, these businesses will be allowed to operate at level yellow, which means 50% capacity indoors. Meanwhile, businesses in Denver are either hibernating for the winter or will have to wait a while to get to 50%.
Denver applied for a 5-star a week ago last Thursday. It has still not been approved. And then when Denver does get approval, there's a total of 7,000 retail businesses that could be certified. I've been told it takes anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to get everybody certified.
Chris Fuseli at Blake Street Tavern says that some restaurants just can't wait until the end of February. That's the latest. I'm Chuck Clark.
Now, Impact Traffic.
It's reported, sponsored by Indeed.com.
From the Best Friend Sports Traffic Center, travel around the metro area freeway system in fantastic shape right now. No major problems on the highway drive. I-25, I-70 wide open through the heart of the city at this time. Trouble-free on the turnpike, just a minor blip of delay on westbound 270 around Vasquez. Otherwise, you're looking good on that stretch. Southbound 225, a minor blip of delay approaching I-25.
You didn't have any issue with that, right?
Otherwise, you're in fantastic shape across town. Watch out for that widening repairs that are taking place
Yeah,
on westbound
straightforward.
Parker Road. Watch out for lane restrictions. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Gonna be sunny
come
today with a high
on, lady
49,
answer.
now 35. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 KHOW.
If you're hiring, you need Indeed. Indeed delivers quality candidates.
I explain all that to her,
Focus
though.
on interviewing people with
You
the
know
right
that, right?
skills. Receive a
I'm sorry?
$75
I
cost
explained all that
credit
to her,
when you
though,
upgrade
about
your
paying
job
someone.
post at
Yeah, I know.
Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
It's consistent, let's put it that way, with everything I said. Yeah, which is good.
There's no home show this year. Don't be. Still get home show deals at K&H Home Solutions.
Hi, honey, did you go for a good Vassar? Oh, when you go, I'm sorry, when you go, if you could do me a huge favor, when you're there, could you take a box of that Coke Zero and put it in your car? Thank you, honey. I know it bothers you, but I drink it, so thank you, honey. I know. Okay, honey. Bye. This will be our 12th new Hyundai. Can you believe that shit? No, I know. 12.
All right, guys, you're back on.
I wish I had a picture of all of them. I never would have thought. I should send them a picture of our 4 or 5 current ones.
and tell them they need to send me a freebie of some sort.
No, you're right.
You.
It's your chance to win $1,000. Text the nation.
We've given them so much free shit, they owe us 2 cars. Yes, how's that?
Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's cash to 200-200.
If you impeach him, Civil War is on, buddy.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your 303-713-TOM, 713-8255. How are you doing? How can we help you? Is there anything we can do to help you? And what do you want to do about it? We'll try to help you, and we'll get involved. But we can help you help yourself as well. So here's the deal. I'm finding a lot of problems lately is when companies avoid a problem or if they put a roadblock in communication. For example, right now, with a lot of companies with online presence, no matter who they are, when they make a block of communication, it's very difficult. When they have email forms that severely limit you, or they try to force you to pick a category and it doesn't fit what you're calling or talking about, it truly sucks. And one of those companies that is the absolute worst is UPS. UPS, I'm serious. I have never had a package delivery service so inept and so ridiculous ever. They actually lie as well. I actually had a UPS driver lie and said that they got a signature from the owner and handed it to him. So UPS sucks. I want you to pass it around. You should use FedEx or even the United States Postal Service.
I disagree with that second part.
The United States Postal Service does a good job, Mark.
Yeah, not for us, they don't.
Why?
Try living out in a rural area. You're lucky to get anything. We have times they say they delivered our Amazon package on time, and then we call them up and they go, oh, well, you're not going to get it to tomorrow, but we have to do it because there's only one button to choose.
Anyway, don't you get frustrated by stuff like this?
I hate it. I hate when people lie like that.
If I went through, like when you want to put in a complaint, I tried putting in a complaint with UPS, and there's no category for what they did. UPS literally decided to send my package to another address arbitrarily. They just assumed. It's almost like the guy must have listened to radio, and he said, hey, you know what? Let's not take it to this address. He works on the radio. Let's put it there. Even though the building is technically closed, he had no idea whether anybody would see it. It's crazy. I mean, that's what they did. They just repackaged. They relabeled it. I've never heard of a delivery service relabeling something. The place that sent to me put my home address on there. They went over that label with their own label. And arbitrarily sent it somewhere else. God, are they ridiculous? Anyway, I get so pissed, I don't know what else to do. Except what we have to do is start voting with our dollars. If companies piss you off, call us and let us know. Let's start doing something about it. Like we've heard about Champion Windows and how they don't respond to complaints and help people anymore. Now, this is a company that's been around, I think, since 1953. And then all of a sudden, they just start screwing up. Why is that?
It shows you the power of one good leader, though.
At least in Denver it does, yes. I just don't get it. 303-713-TALK. Okay, now, Dave, you were telling us about a new 2017 Ford Escape.
Ford Escape.
It was new when you bought it. 64,000 miles. Shortly after a 60,000-mile service, it started leaking antifreeze into the engine. I think
there's no external leak whatsoever.
It started leaking antifreeze into the engine, exactly what I said, and you don't know why, but you say it is characteristic of that model. Is that right?
Well, it's these 2.0 EcoBoost engines, including 1.5 and 1.6 liter, starting in 2013 for Escape, Fusions, Edge, and Lincolns. and they did not recall these things. They know about it. I'm just basically calling. Ford's giving me two options, basically. Put a brand new engine in it, the same, as far as I know, the same engine, so it could happen again just in one instant, or do a trade-in and get a brand new 2020 and go into another 6-year. I still owe $3,800.
No. But trading it in, what do you mean they're offering you? You can trade it in anywhere. What does that? How's that relate? How does that translate to an offer?
Well, Ford's given me basically two options. One is
I get it, Dave. The second option is to trade the car in. That's not an option. You can do that without them. So tell me what they're doing. Are they sweetening it at all? What are they doing with the trade-in?
Well, yeah, they sweetened it. They basically said they would take what I owe on it as the trade-in amount, because I'm not going to get that anywhere the way it's not even running.
Oh, and so then, they said that they would basically pay it off.
Yes.
But they don't give you, but you would have no equity going into the new deal. They wouldn't give you a special deal on the new one. How do you know you're not overpaying for the new one?
Well, they're telling me it's what they offer their employees. A 1.9%, again, 72 months at $445 a month. I'm paying $261 right now, left on my $3,800.
How much do you owe on it?
$3,800.
So they're going to basically give you $3,800 for a 2017 Ford Escape?
Yeah, that's not running.
Right, that needs does it need the engine? What does it need?
It needs another engine. That's what they're telling me. They did a pressure test. It's losing 7 pounds in 4 hours, and it's 64,000 miles. It took a dump, and they're telling me stories that other engines like this have dumped earlier than even 60,000 miles.
And they would put a brand new engine in it?
Yeah, that'll cost about $7,000 right now.
Wait. You have to pay for it?
Well, yeah, I don't have an extended warranty.
Dave, you said they gave you two choices. So far, the two choices are you can buy a new engine or you can buy a new car. Well, they're not giving you those choices. Those choices are available to me. I mean, did they say they would put the engine in and pay for it, or are they making you pay for it?
They're making us pay for it right now. No. Although, I will say the service director is trying to get Ford to help us out with the cost.
So, Dave, I don't understand Ford is basically, just translate this. Ford is doing nothing for you. They didn't give you two options. I mean, you have more than two options. You can get it fixed. You can buy a new Ford or buy something else. Why would you ever buy another Ford again?
Well, that's what, on my review of them, I said I wouldn't buy another Ford.
Then don't.
And that's what got their attention.
Now the question is, what can you do about it?
Well, yeah, the problem is because I've talked to a couple other shops. One is Master Tech in Colorado Springs, who's on your referral list.
Yes.
They basically told me I'm actually lucky to have it at a dealership because these engines are on such a back order. They said it's going to be months before they could ever even get one.
But paying $7,000 for a new engine that could go out the next day. Hold on. What did you have to say about this, Bill? Bill just called in and has a comment. Bill, what did you want to say about it?
Well, no, I don't got a comment on which I got a car question.
All right, hold on. Dave, the thing is this sucks, okay? But it is out of warranty, and I don't know what to do about it. It's just amazing to me, though. I'm reading about this. It's happening to a lot of people. The Ford EcoBoost engine, they call it an investigation now, engine lawsuit investigation, classaction.org. What they're doing is looking into this. 2013 to 2019 Ford Escapes, Ford Fusions, Ford Edges, Lincoln MKCs, and what they say is basically that it's leaking coolant into the cylinders. I mean, if they know that this is a problem, I can't believe they're not helping people. I can't believe they're not stepping up to avoid a class action suit like this. It might be too expensive for Ford to address.
But it's past warranty, right?
Yeah, technically it is. What would you do if a car only lasted 60,000 miles? It would piss me off.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we have this conversation all the time. That's what a warranty's for. I'd be pissed off if my refrigerator only lasted 4 years.
Yeah. So, but I don't understand when you said they're giving you two options. Because they're not doing anything. They're saying you can buy a new car or you can buy a new engine. I don't get that.
Yeah, that's all they're doing for us, unless.
But actually, though, I don't know if it is such a bad idea to take them up on that trade if you can get a brand new one at a 1.9%.
Because the guy also told me with the new ones, the 2020s, it's a new design with a short block engine. It's not the same 2.0 liter engine like we're talking about right now. It is a new design and blah, blah, but they're so new, it's hard to say if they're going to have issues with it.
Well, I understand that. That's like anything, though. I mean, you know, Dave. Now, I mean, something rubs me let's just put it this way. Something rubs me the wrong way about buying another one, but they are going to pay that off for you. And otherwise, you have to put an engine in it because you owe money on it. I don't know if you can get them to. I just would be concerned that you're getting a super deal on the other end. You kind of knew what your payment was. So what price were you given for the 2021?
He did. He didn't give me. He gave me the 72 months, $445 a month.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. What are you paying for the vehicle, for God's sakes? I mean, what's the selling price? What's the sales price?
I don't know, because he said it's the employee rate, and they did a bunch of numbers. He didn't tell me the total price.
Well, ask him how much the car is. I mean, isn't that an obvious question to make sure you're not overpaying for it?
Well, I can go online and get the price of a 2020.
Is it a 2020 or a 2021?
What does that mean? You can go online and get the price.
I don't know. I'm asking him what they're charging him. Just do some homework for me if you want help. I'm serious, Dave. Go and ask them.
Why even buy it, though, from them?
Well, because here's why. They're going to pay off that old car that's not worth anything.
Well, okay, so they're going to roll negative equity.
No, they're not rolling it in. They're going to pay it off is what they're saying. He's going to enter the new deal with zero, but at an employee...
You better get that in writing, because it sounds pretty sketchy.
But at an employee discount at a 1.9% rate for 72 months.
But you understand everybody right now buys at the rate he's talking about. That's their advertisements on TV.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about the retail price of the car might be supposedly at a friends and family discount.
No, I'm being serious. That's what they're advertising on TV right now. Everybody gets the employee discount. That's their newest thing right now.
God, Dave, this is a screw job, but what's the alternative? That's the thing. What is the alternative? What is it? What is it? It's fighting them. Going to court? I mean, do you want to do that, Dave? Because really, there is no answer. Ford has decided it's going to screw. That's what it's going to do. It's telling all of their customers to bend over. They made a mistake, and they're not going to come up with anything. So I'm trying to make the best of a situation. We have more coming right up.
They're just not going to do anything. We do a class action lawsuit, okay? You're telling them nothing. Well, it's not even that, though. They're not doing anything. I know. He said they gave me two options. I thought they were doing something for us. Those two options are anybody can get those. They gave us. You can fuck off.
Wash your hands, watch your distance.
Put an engine in, or buy a new car from us.
Remember, learn more at broomfield.org/back-to-business. That's broomfield.org/back-to-business.
Ideal Home Loans is the company for your refinance or buying real estate. Go through Ideal Home Loans. In fact, if you do a pre-approval, it will be exactly like a cash deal. Really, it's transparent to the sellers. They won't know. I mean, all you do is get pre-approved. You are ready to close right then and there. Just get your title work together. That's a pre-approval. It's a real deal only offered by Ideal Home Loans. It's not a qualification. It's an approval. Then you can rest assured
that you'll always have the best rate, because if rates go down, you have an interest rate guarantee. Another thing exclusive to Ideal Home Loans, if rates go down, they refinance you free of charge. How do you beat it? A pre-approval and an interest rate guarantee. Not to mention all the other benefits. For example, custom terms. You don't have to go to 30 years. You don't have to go to 15. You can pick any term in between. That's Ideal Home Loans for your next Ideal Home Loan. IdealHomeLoans.com, 303-867-7000.
Nose cleaning. After all, the nose is your body's air filter, the first line of defense against airborne diseases. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage, the power suction nose cleaner. Navage cleans your nose by flushing out allergens, mucus, dust, and germs, including dangerous infections. So with all the horrible stuff in there, now's the perfect time to get a million Americans who want to take those two. It's a body.
I want the real stuff. This is the hard stuff.
Because Navage is easy to use.
You don't take the hard stuff.
Natural, drug-free, and safe, and most important, it's really
You
good.
never have to take anything.
You wash your hands every day. Maybe it's time to clean your nose.
I don't know why this drawer got all wonky. It's like it went off the track. Great.
I gotta do different mail.
All right, boom, that car's paid off. Oh, fuck, what is this? Autopay may be edited or disabled.
Better disable it, or we'll get another payment.
It's not smart enough to know that after I pay it off?
Bring that up with Hyundai.
So now you know what it's going to do. It's going to make
Now, when I asked Kristen to describe the folks at Aspenwood Dental, she said friendly, talented, efficient, and friendly. Nope, that's not a mistake. I'd add that patient and staff safety are the #1 priority, so when you're ready for anything from a checkup and cleaning to a filling to dentures or an implant, get in touch with Aspenwood Dental in the Colorado Dental Implant Center. Make an appointment or schedule a free consultation at 303-416-3240 or online at aspenwooddental.com. That's aspenwooddental.com.
Computer hacking is all over the news.
Oh my God, this is going to drive me insane.
The biggest risk isn't credit card fraud. No. Identity thieves are targeting our homes. They literally forge a quick claim deed stating you sold your home. Then they borrow against your home and take the money. You won't know until non-payment notices start showing up. Home Title Lock is your best defense. Register now to see if your home's title has been compromised. Visit HomeTitleLock.com and use promo code RADIO. HomeTitleLock.com. Promo code RADIO.
Now, an important note regarding COVID-19 tax relief.
So it's just full of shit. I mean, that's really the
personally and financially. Many businesses will close permanently. Believe me, you're not alone if some of your bills have gone unpaid. And especially stressful are the IRS matters, many of them coming to a head after last year's delayed filings. But tax bills are not going away. That's why you need to contact my friends Ron and Jack Larson at LarsonTaxRelief.com. 844-LARSON-TAX. The Larson brothers and their team of experts are specialists in emergency and long-term tax relief. Even if you're unsure of your tax status and problems, they can sort it out and help you with strategies. So you come out of this pandemic in the best possible tax position. Way better than you could do on your own. Call now, LarsonTaxRelief.com. 844-LARSON-TAX. 844-LARSON.
Oh my God.
Or LarsonTaxRelief.com.
This is Chris Collinsworth. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. The NFL playoffs move to the divisional round.
Hello.
The Rams versus Packers and Buccaneers and Saints in the NFC.
Fuck you.
The Ravens against the Bills and the Browns against the Chiefs in the AFC. 6 players scored in double figures for the Nuggets, and the team shot 54% from the field as they cruised by the Knicks on Sunday. And Avalanche coach Jared Bednar has named Philip Grubauer as his #1 goalie for the season. The Avs will open up against
Jesus Christ, she's killing me.
I'm Katie Hafford.
Who is?
Get in on all this week's action. Download back in about 25 guys.
No.
During sign up to try DraftKings for free. Don't forget that's code SPORTS to try DraftKings for free. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
It's Ross Kaminsky. Mornings at 6. Many folks in the middle or later parts of a career have a very hard time getting read.
All right, guys, you bet.
So how do you win the job you want when you've lost the job you need? We'll talk about it Tuesday morning at 8:05 here on 630 K-House.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, SaferNet.com. Don't forget SaferNet. That is an app you put on your computer or your phone or your constant tablet. Protection.
Constant
It is
protection.
a filter that filters out all malware and viruses so they can't get to you. And it also protects your passwords and your bank account numbers to and from the internet. It is a wonderful app, only $2 a month for each device for that protection. You can't do better. It's cheaper than antiviral software. It's SaferNet.com. My kids, I have it on theirs because you can control access. It's wonderful to have as a boss or a family. SaferNet.com. Don't wait. In fact, you get 44 days free just using Tom in the promo code. 44 days free. I'm going to put it on Ant's computer so I can monitor him. So I'll make sure he's working during the show here. That's SaferNet.com. 44 days free. Put Tom in the promo code. Bill, he wants to buy a car. He needs some advice. David wants to talk. He's in the middle of a car deal. Let's talk to both of you. And I want to tell you, we have some lines open at 303-713-TALK. And I want to raise a question. Do you think it's right for employers to mandate a vaccine? What do you think? To mandate it. Do you think travel cards are proper? How do you feel? I want to know how you feel. I don't want to hear a campaign speech. I want to know how you feel about the vaccine being required. Should it be? What do you think? David, you're in the middle of a car deal. Tell me what's going on. What deal are you dealing with?
All right. So I took y'all's advice about getting a pre-approved car loan.
Good. And where'd you do that? Where did you do it? At your own place? At your own bank, right?
Through Ent.
Who is it?
ENT. You've seen that bank?
ENT. Okay, an online bank. Got it.
What interest rate, man?
So it was for $18,000, 6.24, $300 a month.
Wait, whoa. Are you talking 6%?
Yep.
Why? Do you have bad credit?
Not the best. I was actually, after 5 years of bad credit, I was in a lot better place than I was.
What's your credit score?
It's over 7. They didn't tell me exactly what my credit score was.
That's still a little high, 6 point something.
It is.
Wait, when was your bankruptcy? When was it?
Doesn't matter. His credit score is over 700, he said.
But when was your bankruptcy?
Like 3 years ago.
Oh. Well, you did a good job getting your credit score up. Anyway, what was your question?
All right, so I've been paying on a car at a 17% interest rate for 2 years and was almost broke even with it. And it's a hybrid, so I wanted to it's got 117,000 miles before the battery took a dump on me.
Oh, no.
I wanted to trade it in. So that's why I'm okay with the 6.24, considering I paid.
So what is your question for us? How can we help you?
All right. So Friday is when Ent approved me for the loan. Saturday, I spent all day at 2 different dealerships. I thought I found a pretty good deal. It's a 1 year leased vehicle.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for?
They called me back an hour ago and said that the payment's going to be $440 a month at 9% interest.
Who did?
So they're
Who did?
The dealership.
But you said you were pre-approved. Hold on. You said you were pre-approved by an independent lender. So how can the dealer raise the rate?
Because the approved loan was for 18, and with my negative equity in the old car, it went up to 21.
Okay, but hold on. So then instead of going to Ent, you went somewhere else?
No, they did. They said the Ent wouldn't do it now, and they had to go through somebody else.
No, they're looking for a profit on the financing. They don't like that you went to your own bank.
Well, it is possible that Ent is saying that vehicle's not worth 21, it's worth 18.
No, I understand that. But did you verify that with Ent?
Not yet.
Well, you should, because it could be that Ent still will finance you and that the dealer's trying to get some money in here.
Or show up with the difference, that negative equity, if you have it, the $3,000. Then you have the original deal.
Yeah, I don't have any cash down.
You know, the other thing is try this company called Lightstream. It's lightstream.com.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing, man. You're in a bad situation because you do have negative equity.
Yes.
With people with negative equity, it's usually better to get rid of that car and pay it off. Sell it and then just pay it off.
It's got a dead battery.
Oh.
He's cooked.
It's not even running.
Not yet.
What do you mean not yet?
Not yet.
Well, then sell it.
Can you sell it privately?
I really don't want to go through all that hassle. I just wanted to...
Well, then this might be the way for you. So how much does your payment go up?
From $300 to $436.
Well, I wouldn't take that dealer's financing. I would go somewhere else. Just use new numbers now.
I'm still a little confused. You're saying right now your hybrid drives around fine, right?
Yes.
How do you know the battery's dying?
Well, I'm just saying to be safe, I want to get rid of it before it does.
Okay, why won't they give you anything on a trade-in for it?
They're giving him less than it's worth. How much less than he owes? How much you owe on it?
8.
Oh.
And at best case scenario, it's worth 5.
Got it.
Okay.
I mean, it's in good shape and everything. I just don't want everything I Googled about the hybrid battery is you can expect to have to replace it at $120,000.
But they're not as expensive as replacing like an electric car battery.
Oh, yeah. It's $2,200 to replace the hybrid battery.
Okay, listen. So you've painted yourself into a corner. The only thing I would do differently, I would not you will never get a good rate going through that dealer. Now, some dealers will offer great rates to get your business. So you may even want to try getting a new car somewhere. I'm serious. You may want to try like Hyundai or Kia. They have great financing and they're eager for business. I'm serious. You may want to try a new car. Mark, what do you think about that?
What was he looking at? Like how big of a car were you looking at, man?
An SUV.
All right, hold on. Hold on, all right? We'll have some suggestions. We'll take your other calls, 303-713-TALK, and I want to know if people have any opinions on vaccinations coming up.
1 minute till about 1 minute till now. If you missed it earlier, we have your chance to win $1,000.
Do you see 2 888s on there?
Text the nationwide keyword cash to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest.
Oh my
That's
God.
cash.
Well, I'm gonna just. What are you looking for? 88.
This is an NBC News Radio special report.
I'm sorry. Will you try entering that again? Please enter the left.
President Trump is being introduced by House Democrats. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff thinks President Trump can still do damage during his remaining days in office.
Every day he's in office, he remains a real and present danger to the country. And the best thing would be for him to resign. That would be the most immediate.
Trump is accused of inciting violence against the government of the United States after he riled up his supporters to go to the Capitol as the House and Senate convened.
Wait a minute. Did he tell his supporters to go to the Capitol?
Say
it again. Did he actually tell his supporters to go to the Capitol? Did you just wake up today? Yes, that's why people are. No, I didn't know he actually said to go there. Yeah. No. To where he was giving a speech.
Membership accusing him of playing a role in inciting last week's deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol. Tom Roberts, NBC News Radio. This is Denver's.
Now it'll be about a minute. I didn't know they had that little thing in there.
630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by Stress Ball Distressing Gummies.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, you're in great shape as the lunch-hour drive continues across town. Stallin' accident-free. There's a bit of delay in the Commerce City commute. Westbound I-270, solid stop and go either side of Vasquez. Could be a possible minor crash in there, too, so travel through that area with caution. The highway drive in fantastic shape. I-25, I-70,
Anytime I go try to pay off a vehicle, I mean, it happens to me once a year. I can't pay it off online, and it drives me insane, so I got to pay off that
Avenue in Lakewood as well. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Going to be sunny today with a high near 49. Right now, partly cloudy and 35. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wax, 630 K-How.
Stressed?
All right, here you go. About 10 seconds, Mile High State Line.
Eat a couple and you'll feel like... Keep taking Stress Balls gummies and eventually your world feels like... Become a Stress Baller with Stress Balls Gummy Supplements.
MileHighEstatePlanning.com. That website is so helpful, I can't stress it enough, because it'll connect you with Blake Harris, attorney at law. Listen, everyone needs an estate plan. Maybe calling it an estate plan makes it difficult, or you roll your eyes back. Let's put it this way. A good estate plan is what you do to protect your assets while you're alive, and how to protect your heirs and your heritage and your legacy after you die. Now, if you care about that, you need to talk to Blake Harris, attorney at law. It's not expensive when you think about how much it will cost you if you don't do it. You might just need a simple will, maybe a trust or a beneficiary's deed. So many people make the mistakes of trying to, quit claim their house while they're alive, and they do things that cost them thousands of dollars in taxes without knowing it. How about gifting? That's another thing that's misunderstood. Call Blake Harris for your estate plan. He only charges when he actually executes the plan. All the talking and the inquiries and the consultations are complimentary. 833-ASK-BLAKE. 833-ASK-BLAKE. MileHighEstatePlanning.com.
This is the Dispatch Health House Call team. Hi there. They provide urgent medical care in the comfort and privacy of your own home. And now, you can request a medical house call with the touch of a button. Yep, it's that easy. The Dispatch Health team arrives at your door able to treat everything an urgent care can, and more. They come fully equipped with COVID-19 tests and can treat COVID-19 conditions in your home. They also treat a wide range of everyday issues, including respiratory infections like flu and
Have my 2019 tax, yes, never mind, I answered my own question. I have to tell
I made a big payment in July or August, remember when you're 19? And it took like 3 months to cash, remember
now,
we had that whole
what I need to do here is on my return. I need to see, in order to, I got you a login for IRS. In order to get a state login, they want to know it's me. So I have to tell them what I paid in the most recent state filing, which was in 2019. So
I can tell you, if I wrote a check to the state, I can tell you how much that was for.
Okay,
You want me to go check real quick?
See, I want to know if yeah, kind of.
Are you okay with me bugging you at night a little bit?
I love
do
it.
book stuff at night because I don't have time here during the day anymore.
Have you seen what time I email you sometimes?
All right, let me see.
You can do anything you want. I'm an around-the-clock person.
Let me see what the last check I wrote to the state is for.
Fall in love with your smile again with Stoll Family Dental. Following all CDC COVID safety guidelines, Stoll Family Dental offers a full range of services from general dentistry to cosmetic and restorative work. Their team creates a calm, stress-free experience for all patients. Call Stoll Family Dental at 303-841-7045. Mention this ad for the $100 new patient special with exam, x-rays, and basic cleaning. That's 303-841-7045. Or visit StollFamilyDental.com.
If you're in chronic pain, you may have been told you need to live with it or be on pain meds the rest of your life. It's not true. Find out more at ColoradoPainCare.com. Hi, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. I want you to find this group of local doctors dedicating themselves to developing a plan just for you. Safe use of meds, physical therapy, nerve procedures, and other evidence-based treatment with proven results. ColoradoPainCare.com. Accepted by most insurance, Medicare, and Medicaid. 303-GOT-PAIN.
Do you own a small or mid-sized business and feel like you're spinning your wheels and not getting ahead? Does your bank fight you as much as help you? Well, Spot On Financial wants to help. Spot On Financial offers the financing and coaching that you need to get your business racing ahead. So call to learn more and set up a free Get Started meeting. 844-622-5666 or spotonfinancial.com. When you're ready to stop spinning your business wheels, 844-622-5666 or spotonfinancial.com.
Greenberry, Greenberry.
Hi, I'm Peter Harris for Grainberry Cereals. If you're starting the new year with a goal to live healthier, then pick up a box or two of the healthiest and most natural cereal in the supermarket.
I assume because the rest has been taken care of through W-2s, that would be the last one I ever wrote.
Okay, so I don't know what they mean by, I don't know what they mean by that. Is it, what, that's for 19?
No, 18.
But we paid tax for 2000.
Yeah, but it goes through your W-2, so I can only assume that's why I never made a payment to them since. So let me know if that was...
No, okay, I'm gonna see what they say. And 80161 is the PO box I use, right? That's what I use. So it says estimate, here's what they want to know. One of these, a PIN or recent ID, letter ID. Do I have a state PIN number, a refund amount?
I bet I might have a recent letter ID. Would you prefer that?
Yeah.
But give me a few minutes.
From the state.
Okay.
Okay,
All
good.
right, guys, you're back in about 10 seconds.
Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app.
Now number 1 for podcasting.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hello, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Water Pros, that's the company I trust for water conditioning or whole house water softening at the cheapest rates around and the most honest. Yeah, I'll use cheap because it is so inexpensive. Water Pros. Not only do you get cheap and inexpensive systems, but they're the best systems. Whole house under $2,000. Do you understand that other companies are charging $6,000 and $7,000 and scaring the hell out of you? Paul the Waterman won't do that. And then you can get a point of use drinking system if you want just one faucet for under $1,000. I'm serious. These are full systems for soft water or for filtered water, and it's under $2,000 for a whole house, under $1,000 for a water at one sink. It's 303-862-5554, 303-862-5554, waterpros.net. The best in the business. Waterpros.net, bar none. I mean, they're the best. Now, 303-713-TALK is our number, and we're going to go right to the phones now. We were talking about buying a car, and David, I'm not sure what the issue is, but here's the bottom line. You were approved, and you want to know what you should do, but they raised the interest rate. I don't trust dealer financing. That's because dealers do a markup on the financing in order to make more money on the deal. In order to gross up money on a dealer does a few things. First, they add profit to the invoice, out and out profit. Just add to it if it's a popular car. The second thing they do is they put options on there, like they used to do pinstriping. That's not really vogue right now, but they might do a dealer installed sunroof or different options, and they mark those up. Or what we call mop and glow, paint protectant and fabric protection, things like that. Or they etch the windshield for an ID for theft protection, different things. The next thing they do is they finance you, and they make money on the financing. Now, I'm not saying any of these things are bad. I'm just telling you what they do to gross up profits. So what I'd like to know is you could have been grossed up a lot, and I want to make sure you weren't. So I wouldn't go to a dealer for the financing. So all you have to do is you shop your financing like you shop your car. You call up and say, or you go online and apply and say, look, this is the amount, this is the car. Don't talk about negative equity. Simply talk about financed amount. So the financed amount would be about $3,000 on top of whatever the other stuff is. And just see what kind of a rate you get and take the best one for your credit and your balance. Shop financing. Okay? All right,
Tom, one more question.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so if I do bring the car back, what do I need to watch for as far as, I know they're going to charge me a little bit for
bring
the
what car? Hold a second. Hold on a second. I am confused. When you just said bring the car back, did you take delivery of this car?
Yeah, because they told me on Saturday.
You already bought it. You already bought it, man. You already bought it. They're not going to deliver a car unless you bought it. You can't take it back.
Even if they change the deal, Tom?
No, they didn't change the deal. His financing, they wouldn't finance him. So he's going to have, I know what they did. They wrote up that deal as a certain balance due on or before a certain date.
But doesn't he have to re-sign on the new financing, and he just doesn't have to do that?
It depends on how they wrote it up. I don't even know how they wrote it up. Now, David, they have to let you know within so many days. How many days has it been?
This was just yesterday.
They have a 12-day period. Listen to this. They cannot charge you bailment beyond 12 days. It could be 10. I think it's 12. They have to tell you what the financing is, or if it's approved, or if it's not within 12 days. If they don't, they can't charge you bailment after that. But they can charge you bailment as of now. And that bailment could be a lot of money. It could be a lot of money. So, David, you did everything wrong, and you called us a second. Now, here's the deal. There's two ways to write up a deal. They can write it up as a balance due on or before a certain date, and they let you take the car. And if your financing doesn't come through, you got to find other financing. And they're presenting you with financing. I suggest what you do is you shop financing as soon as possible and try to get that car financed cheaper. And if you can't, take the dealer up on their deal. I don't think you have a choice. I think they hoodwinked you into taking the car. I think you bought the car, bro. I do. Now, if you want to send all your paperwork, all of it, we could have someone look at it. Now, Kathy has a comment on the Ford call where I believe Ford is screwing people right, left, up, down, back, forth, in and out, whatever you want to say. They are just screwing people on this EcoBoost engine. It sucks, and it's just bad. It's just bad what's going on. So tell me, what do you think? Go ahead, Kathy.
Yes, we have a 2017 Ford EcoBoost, and it had 19,000 miles on it. And last July to August, we found it was losing power on acceleration. And so we took it in. And
was it the same problem? Okay, so what did they do for you? Anything?
They dropped us in a new motor because we had 1 month of warranty left.
Wait a minute. Oh, you had a month of warranty left. Oh, this guy's beyond his warranty, but you got a new engine. How's it been running since then?
Excellent.
Well, Kathy, you're lucky. Oh, my God, you're lucky. We got more coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, travel around the Mile High City continues to be in decent shape. There's a crash coming in off highway at Colorado and Iowa to watch out for. Police are on the scene. Avoid the area for now. Also, watch out for that water main break being repaired. Westbound Iliff and Parker Road. Watch out for lane restrictions to avoid avoid the area.
Hey, just Mondays got me so pissed off.
Westbound 270.
I can't pay off a fucking vehicle. They're telling me I got to wait till tomorrow.
I-25.
And I'm like, okay, they credited me the fucking per diem.
Fox Pinpoint Weather.
I've never heard of not being able to pay off the vehicle.
Mostly clear overnight, a low of 24. Right now, partly cloudy and 35. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner. 6:30, K-How.
What? 10 seconds, get out.
They did it last year to me on the Genesis, too. They said, we can't take a payment over $25,000 or whatever. You know what it is? They don't like when you buy it and then pay it off. They don't like it.
Here you go.
Okay, let's talk about Get Found Fast. You know what they're going to do? They're going to help your company get found fast. Now listen, we all agree that most everyone checks out your website before they actually check you out. And when they do that, they may have a bad experience. You'll never know unless you get your site analyzed by a professional company. It takes more than a website. You have to have a website that's found. You have to have a website that's friendly. GetFoundFast.com will get you that free analysis. All you have to do is go to that website and find out more. Tell them Tom told you to call, but go to GetFoundFast.com. all right, when it comes to plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains, you need a company that's going to be honest. You need a company that quotes everything up front. That's Fix It 24/7. It only takes $39 to get a licensed HVAC tech to your home, or a plumber or an electrician. And when they're there, or a drain tech, they'll find the problem no matter how long it takes for the $39. Now listen, they want to fix the problem. So they're going to give you a complete estimate on what it costs to get fixed. If you like it, go with it. If not, you don't have to. All you pay is the $39. Now, if it turns out that you want to have it done, they'll credit you the $39. FixMyHome.com. FixMyHome.com, 720-526-3939.
Buy out a severance package, or what to do with your 401k. Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, and I can help. 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Inspiration is amazing. It can turn this into this.
I mean, your very most recent letter.
And you get something.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Now we have it. Now we have
to the post office.
Now look, I have all of this for you, so I'm going to give it to you.
In-store and at Views.com. Views. Charge beyond.
All right, two.
99 cents plus tax. On social. Website restricted to age 21 and over, tobacco consumers.
Are you suffering from leg pain, aching, swelling, cramps, restless legs? 1 in 5 people lives with the discomfort of vein disease, and that's a lot more common than you think. The doctors at United Vein Centers are board-certified vein specialists who will get you back on your feet fast with the help of laser technology and little to no downtime. Go to UnitedVeinCenters.com for more information, or call 1-800-NEW-LEGS to schedule your free vein screening today. That's 1-800-NEW-LEGS. United Vein Centers, America's top vein care center.
Rates are like a roller coaster lately. Are you concerned about the future and how to protect your home? Do you want to become mortgage safe? Take AIM, Affordable Interest Mortgage. With home values still at their highest level ever and rates at historic lows, now may be the best time to be prepared if the economy changes. Last time, many of our friends lost their home when it was unnecessary. Take AIM, 720-895-0500. Many of our clients have the ability to tap their equity should the economy change, all without having to borrow the money now. We can show you how to access your equity in these uncertain times to give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on what's important, your family. Call Affordable Interest Mortgage at 720-895-0500.
Bro, how much time do I have?
720-895-0500. We are locally
2 minutes.
2001. My reputation of
Mark, if I pee under the desk here with a cup, nobody will see me, right?
Mark said you can come in there if you want, though. I mean, to avoid all that. But
about you.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria.
Mark said it's too small to see. They wouldn't see it at all.
Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, use Microban 24 sanitizing spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24 sanitizing spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
The success of Janet's meal prep business is keeping her from keeping up with customer appetites.
Meal Prep Meals, this is Janet. Yep, you just reheat. Well, we actually have a wait list currently. Oh, can you hold on 1 sec?
She needs to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Suze, I'm just going to share this page with you with everything on it.
Easy.
Gotcha.
Raccoon. Research Raccoon helps businesses of all sizes learn more about their customers. Ask a question, and Research Raccoon gives you U.S.-based data to help you decide. No defining audiences or waiting weeks. Think of it like a gut check for your big idea. So talk to Research Raccoon and get data you can use that's affordable for small businesses.
Hey Tom, do you by chance remember that Mexican guy, the Mexican restaurant that called last week had the super long name?
$1,000. You got 12 chances.
We'll look it up. Yeah, we know it's in Westminster. We'll see if it's, we can look it up.
K-A-Day giveaway.
All right.
Sponsored by Guy Reed on 630 KHOW.
Brighten your home and save 10%.
All right, Tom, you're back in about 10 minutes.
Guy Reed
10
will...
seconds, sorry. My apologies.
store or go to GUIRYS.com to sign up today. Guyre's, your neighborhood paint store since 1899.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Listen, people, tell people about the show. Don't let anyone crap on you. If somebody pissed you off, let us know. Like UPS or FedEx or... No, I'm saying FedEx.
Sucks.
UPS
I can't
sucks.
tell enough people. They suck. They have violated ethics. They have lied. They are the worst company. UPS, please pass it around. I don't want this to happen to you. Also, what happens when you buy a car and you sign everything and take it? You don't necessarily have the option of taking it back. Now, Chris is back. He was the one who said the apartment complex was keeping his money. Well, here's what happened. He signed a deposit agreement, and he said, I want to be mid-January, and blah, first floor and something else. And he only wants 6 months. But he signed whatever he signed on that application. Apparently, they presented him with an apartment he didn't like, and they said, okay, you're still on the list. And he said, I want to walk away. And they said, well, it's too late. You only had 3 days to cancel. That could be right, because in an application, when you sign it, you're asking them to make an apartment available, and then you decide if you want it. But let's just talk to Chris and see what happened after we got involved. Did anything happen at all, Chris?
Yeah, so we were able to get 300 of it back, which is absolutely fair to us. Like what I was saying on when we gave the $600.
That's Smarty. Is that Smarty Marty or was that Deputy Doc?
Smarty Marty.
Smarty Marty.
Man, is
Smarty
he?
Marty.
He is he's the bomb, man. He is the bomb. I don't know what he does, but he just has a way of solving problems. So Chris, you even said that in the beginning, that you understand that the application fee and the processing was one fee, but you didn't think they should keep the deposit.
Exactly. So on one of the emails I sent them, I specifically said that we're ready to settle for 300, and you guys can keep the other 300 for the holding fee, since they did do some work for us. I believe that.
But they ignored you.
For a while, until Smarty Marty came on. I don't know.
Do me a favor, bro. Do me a favor. Go online and review us. We love when people go on and tell about the good experiences they had from the Troubleshooter Network. And what it does is it gives hope to others who need help. If you need help fighting the machine, as they say, give us a call. I also want to know what you think about forced vaccinations. I will take all of your calls coming up. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don't let chronic pain be your new
normal. Hi, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino for Colorado Pain. Individual treatment plans, comprehensive.
You only did one Simply Floors today, right? Yep.
Custom exercise, acupuncture, counseling, nerve blocks for nerve and spinal cord stimulation, even stem cells and PRP. Founded by local doctors, recognized by all major insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, and workers' comp. Get your life back. 303-GOT-PAIN or ColoradoPainCare.com. If you're within 5 years of retirement,
Mark, I have the weirdest fucking thing that happened to me. I swear to God, I don't fucking understand it. Okay, this is the weirdest thing I've ever had happen. Okay, I have a document on my desktop that I want to send to Suzanne, but I didn't like the title of it. So I changed the title, all right? My email will look at attachments on the desktop and doesn't see the new name. It only sees it by its old name.
KRFXHD2 Denver.
Coming up at 5 after the hour, listen for your chance to win $1,000 on KH.
I mean, I have never, ever had such a fucking weird thing ever. I'm serious. So now I'm going to drag and drop it and see what happens.
The process from congressional Democrats to remove President Trump from office.
Okay, let me go see the difference between these two.
First, with a resolution calling on
the 2 miles of the...
Oh, okay.
To activate Section 4 of the 24th Amendment to declare President
one is going to be
capable of executing.
You got tax and stuff, but one is 15,763, and it's silver.
Still a good deal.
Republicans blocked the unanimous
I don't know.
resolution.
And then the other one is red, but it's got a lot more shit, but I don't know what more shit it's got. It's about 900 more, so it's 16,698.
Because I get it. Okay.
I'm going to tell you what the differences are.
For incitement of insurrection. As coronavirus cases surge, the effort to distribute vaccinations continues. Some football stadiums at Major League ballparks and convention centers are now being used to inoculate more people. This is ABC News. President-elect Biden announced his choice for CIA director. He's tapped William Burns, a former Deputy Secretary of State who spent 33 years as a Foreign Service officer. Plans are also coming together for how the new president will spend some of his first hours in office.
After Biden's swearing-in ceremony at the U.S. Capitol, he'll visit Arlington National Cemetery to lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. He'll be joined there by the Obamas, the Bushes, and the Clintons. The Inauguration Committee also announced there will be a massive flag display on the National Mall, which would normally be packed with people. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the inauguration events are scaled back. Nearly 200,000 flags will stretch along 13 city blocks, representing every state and territory. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
The search for the black boxes from Saturday's plane crash in Indonesia continues. Crews are focused on signals heard north of Jakarta's coast. Alwyn Lopez, ABC News.
It's totally normal to be constipated with belly pain, straining, and bloating again and again.
No way. You could have a chronic condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives to help relieve belly pain and let you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Individual results may vary. Do not give to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe.
Man, it's got a lot more, man.
Black stools.
I'd do it for sure. You want to hear the difference? The red one? Yeah, turn it down. The red one's got same powertrain and wheels. You have exterior upgrades, hands-free trunk release, door handle light, so when you're walking up, they come on. Power tilt slide sunroof, so it's got a sunroof, the other doesn't. The front seats gain heat. The driver's window is now one touch. The front dual illuminated vanity mirrors with sun extensions, proximity key, push button start, center console in the back with cup holders, steering wheel and gear shift knob are wrapped in leather. Oh, and listen to this. This trim gives drivers the Blue Link connected care and remote package, so she can start her car on her phone anywhere and open the doors on her phone, all that shit. They can also do other stuff remotely.
Tommy, how much zinc do you recommend a day? How many grams or zinc? How much do you recommend a day?
60 milligrams.
60 milligrams? You gotta put that. I have a lot of people harassing me for
We put it online, didn't you?
vitamin supplement.
Should I put it online or just give you the list?
I would say give it to me so I can at least share it for the folks who directly reached out.
I swear I thought you put it up.
I was going to.
So it's $900 more for all that. So what do you think?
No, it sounds good. I got it. Is there a photo of it at all? And what color's the interior? I hope it's not black, is it?
I don't know. It's okay. It's red. Let me ask her. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
Your only issue is they are, regardless of what you get, they're literally going to be out.
No, I know that. God, I'm trying to.
And the new ones are 21 plus.
No, I get it, man. I get it.
Let's see here. Elantra. Hopefully they have this on there. Okay, black, silver. The black one has interior is black.
The black and black?
No, hold on.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
No.
The red?
No. The silver one.
Yeah.
The cheaper one is black interior.
Now, are they leather seats or not?
Okay, this one's perfect. Listen to this. That red one we were
saddle.
The red one we were just talking about is beige.
Oh my God.
Red with beige inside.
Is it leather or cloth? I don't know.
I don't know if value. I bet it's cloth. Hold on. I think limited. interior, heated front bucket seats. I want to take her over there. Driver seat, passenger seat, leather metal locking steering wheel. It does not say leather, so I don't think they are. Well, here, I can Google it. It's the same one Addie's got, it's the value edition.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Three 713 talk 303-713-8255. We need to make your life a little easier. That's what we exist for. So give us a call 303-713 talk 713-8255. This hour brought to you by Silverleaf Reverse Mortgage 720 Reverse 720 Reverse. If you're looking for a reverse loan, you're going to get great terms and conditions. They also have a nonprofit organization that actually helps people in need to get their houses up and get the best appraisal. They do repairs and maintenance. It's wonderful. Silverleaf. If you're looking to get the equity to live on in a lump sum, monthly payment, line of credit, whatever, these are the good guys. They will help you. Silverleaf Mortgage, reverse loans, and it's 720 Reverse. 720 Reverse. All right. Now, let's go to the phones, and then I want to take people who have been waiting, and then we have Become the Banker on for a reason, because a lot of people, they go out and get car loans, and they can actually use their own money for that, okay? And that's important. So, Bill, let's talk to you first. You've been waiting. Go ahead, Bill. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, so who said they got good postal service?
I'm saying, here's what I said. They do a pretty good job compared to UPS. UPS sucks right now. Okay, first of all, forget about second day air, third day air, anything. Nothing in the world, nothing, and they blame COVID, gets on time, and it's bull crap that it's COVID, okay? It's bull crap. Also, they arbitrarily deliver to whatever address they want. I swear to you, they might deliver to a neighbor, and then it's up to you to fight them, and there's no way to fight them because they don't even let you complain. There's no way to get through to people. The next thing I want to say is they never pay on insurance claims. In fact, I want anyone to tell me if they have ever been paid on a UPS damage claim ever. Anyway, I just want one person. Anyway, that was the discussion I had, that UPS sucks more than the United States Postal Service. I wasn't saying the United States Postal Service is great, but they do a pretty good job in my opinion.
I totally disagree.
Mark, hold on. I said they do a pretty good job. So you're saying that the United States Postal Service sucks?
Sucks. They can't even make money.
All the time, Mark?
UPS makes money.
All the time they suck? Really? You really think the United States Postal Service sucks all the time?
Okay, hold on. Let's ask someone else. Suzanne, who delivers better to our house? The USPS?
I'm not talking about your house. I'm talking about in general.
Well, what else am I going to judge it off of?
Okay, you're judging it. I understand that by your
You're judging it off of your experiences.
No, I'm talking about every... Mark, you know the complaints. You know the complaints we get about UPS. Tell me this, Mark. Is UPS a good company for dealing with consumer problems? Yes or no?
Well, they're hard to get through to.
You can't get through to.
Well, try getting through to the post office.
Mark, lately, forget about USPS in our area. They suck. Sorry, but UPS has been sketchy at best around our area for deliveries. Right. But I just assumed it was the holidays, Tom, and being backlogged.
Yeah, that's what they like you to think.
Or
anyway,
anything.
Let's not forget about Bill. Bill, talk about you want to buy a car. Go ahead.
Okay, but about the flu shot.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the job.
Okay. So you think
kind of contact, like you guys by yourselves, that's up to you guys, you know.
But do you think you do think though that an employer in some situations should be allowed to require a flu shot?
Yeah, like my wife's a teacher, and that she has to get a shot.
Okay, go ahead. Is it required, Bill?
I think so. I don't know for sure.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Anyway, now I know you guys are getting towards the age of retirement or should be retired.
Not Mark.
Not me. Come on.
Okay.
And I'm past the age.
I'm like 38.
I'm past the age, so go ahead.
Anyway, but I got a good retirement for you. How come somebody doesn't come out with car purchasing? The price on the car is it? No haggle.
They do have that. They have that all over. They have one price all over.
Or not Shop. Who is it?
Shop is one that does.
I hate that crap.
You know, here's Mark's theory that one price means higher than normal.
It means a lot of people are going to pay more than if they just went somewhere else.
Right.
But on the other hand, there's some people that would have got their face ripped off that won't.
It's give and take. But Bill, there are one price dealers. Purefoy is another one of them.
Yeah, I know, but he's kind of far away. But you know,
it's only a 20-minute drive.
It's right down the road.
I know. Anyway, go ahead. Just kidding.
But I mean, no matter how good of a deal you think you got, when you get home, you think you got it. You know.
You're right. You know, you're right about that.
I'm literally buying a car after the show, and Tom might be buying one as well. I assure you, I will not have any remorse.
No, I will tell you this, that Mark has built up quite a reputation with Hyundai especially, because here's why. No, Hyundai. Because you buy so many of them, you love them so much, that these dealers can look him up. And they say, whoa, this guy's for real because of how many he's purchased.
Oh, they don't even have to look me up. When I walked into Arapahoe Friday,
that's why.
They knew damn well I'm shopping McDonald, I'm shopping everybody.
But why do they know? Because they know that
I bought 12 new Hondas.
Well, that's right. So it's not like you're a stranger. It's like they know that you have purchased before. So what I'm getting at, Bill, is what I want to know is if you're buying a car, what I think first, you got to pick a product. You got to figure out what you want to narrow it down.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily brand, but a product, because that's the only way you can properly shop.
Oh, even more than that, you need to know what trim you're looking at, just like we were just talking about. Are you going to buy the SE, the SEL, whatever
and what it means. So many people get bamboozled by comparing unlike things. Or they compare the wrong thing, like the trade-in value, as opposed to the difference they're paying.
Never talk trade-in until you have the price of the vehicle.
And then a lot of people talk, they talk, I don't know, they just don't talk the essence of the deal. So I'm asking you, you're considering buying a car. Have you narrowed down the product that you want?
Oh, no, I'm just about there. But I've got a good salesman. It depends on the salesman.
No, it actually doesn't.
Well, I've been doing it. You know, I've been, like I said, I'm not.
It actually depends on the dealer and how much they are willing to take for a car, and they tell that to their staff. No matter what, people are always going to make money. It depends on how much money they want to make. Higher volume dealers are willing to make less.
Okay, I got a trick question for you.
You haven't asked any question yet, but go ahead.
Here, I got one for you. Just because I lease. I've been leasing for probably 25 years.
And that's a great way to do it. If you can live by terms of a lease, it's the best way to do it.
But I do it because, see, I changed salesmen because one guy, he came down with Parkinson's. And
I don't care about that. I want to know about your question. Go ahead.
Okay, but when you lease, that price that they put on that piece of paper, is that negotiable?
Yes, it's called, well, hold on, it depends on which figure you're talking about. With a lease, the two key figures is first what they call the capitalization cost or the acquisition cost. How much are they buying it for? How much capital? Number one. Number two, the residual value. Those are the two most important numbers. They can cheat you by simply exaggerating either one of those.
Right, I know. Okay. That's good. Hey,
so, yes, you can negotiate the acquisition. In other words, you're saying, look, I don't mind doing a lease, but I want to make sure I have the right deal to begin with. So you should never, here's how I deal with it. If you were going in there to negotiate a deal to buy that car, that price should be no different buying it than it would be leasing it. But what dealers often do, Bill, is they run up the price on a leased car because because they can still keep your payment lower than purchasing. But people should not compare monthly payments between leasing and purchasing. They're two different animals. So you could get screwed. For example, if you had a lease that had a payment $100 cheaper than buying, you have gotten screwed. It should be way cheaper than that. And if
usually it's 50%.
Yeah, usually. But what dealers do is, because it's usually 50%, they add to the monthly payment on the lease because they say to people, hey, you're saving money. But actually, you're not saving money. You're actually buying that car in the lease. That the capitalization or the acquisition cost is actually more than someone buying it outright. So they're lying to you. They actually the dealers, leave it to dealers to screw up a good thing. They're taking what is supposed to be a benefit to consumers and turning it into a massive screw job by padding the monthly payment on a lease. If you truly do a lease the way they should be done, they are great deals, but no one does it.
They do the same thing with new car purchases, though. They'll say, oh, okay,
that's right,
let's do an 80-month loan.
Yeah, of course. They just try to make it look like you're still saving money when actually you're not. So
I got a unique situation coming up.
What is it?
The truck I'm turning in right now. It's a 2018. It's only got 4,000 miles on it.
What kind of car is it?
It's a Chevy Colorado ZR2.
That's going to be a good. If I were you, I would sell that outright.
Yeah, right. But then I'd have to buy it for $26,000.
Buy what?
Because the price at the end of the lease is only to me.
Oh, okay.
Because I had somebody that wanted to buy it.
You're allowed to make a profit on it.
Supposedly, supposedly it goes to auction, and anything they get over that residual or whatever, I'm supposed to get back.
No, you're not. No, you're not. That's not true at all.
I agree with you.
If you turn in the lease, you get not a dime back. If you want to sell it, you'll get whatever, then you can pay the residual and keep the profit. I have more coming up.
No question. All Pro.
You partner with a Dell Technologies advisor, you get real-time tailored advice. They'll even give you a free consultation on your servers and storage devices.
Come on, let me delete this.
To help improve your company's productivity. Plus, get special financing with Dell Business Credit and big savings on business computers within 24 hours. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 8. Here you go, All Pro promote.
All Pro Restoration. Remember that name. Now, you may not have an immediate need with a fire, a flood, or some kind of catastrophe where you need property cleanup. But if you do, you won't do better than All Pro Restoration. And the website is allprocolorado.com. Now listen, they also specialize in pathogen cleaning for disease cleanup. If your business or if your home or anything, your apartment complex, whatever, has been hit by major COVID outbreaks, you can use All Pro to do antimicrobial fogging and wipe downs and sterilizing the area. They are experts at this. They even are used for major crime cleanups. allprocolorado.com. Don't take any chances with your staff, employees, or customers. Use All Pro Colorado for your COVID cleanup or any other cleanup, including floods and fire and everything else. And this is an industry riddled with liars, cheats, and ripoffs. Go with the good guys. allprocolorado.com, 720-729-0002. 720-729-0002. I said, I hate to bother you, but I need altitude. And I'll be emailing you some really good backups. And look at the email I just sent you.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Your bird is eating my insurance.
Oh, cool.
No, seriously, he's making a mess.
Why does that link go to the bottom? Oh, this is cool. I pasted it in the wrong place. Go through the pictures. They're pretty cool now.
Many of us have suffered the effects of COVID-19 personally and financially.
Addie loves her sunroof.
Believe me, you're not alone. It's some of your bills.
I don't have to overnight that, do I, Mark? Do you just want me to get the payoff in the mail?
Or 2-day it. I wanted
Well, it won't be today then. I mean.
That's fine. I mean, tomorrow's fine. I just want to get it done. No, I don't want to pay for overnight.
Why can't we ACH it?
Because they won't let me. It's the dumbest thing. I went through this last year. I just.
How did we pay off one and not the other today?
I didn't pay any off today.
Oh, so we're just paying off Addie's now?
No. We're going to pay off the Santa Fe, but I can't pay it off.
Oh, well, you sent me information for Addie's with her amount, not mine.
Oh shit! No, switch it. We're paying the other off. I initially got that just for the address to send the check to.
Okay, so if we do it tomorrow, we got to either get it out tomorrow on the way here or after my allergy shot.
Well, let's just stop on the way to work.
In the morning?
Well, yeah. What time do they open though?
I think 8, but I don't really know.
First line of defense against airborne diseases. I'm Martin Hogan. I invented Navage, the powered suction nose cleaner. Navage cleans your nose by flushing out allergens, mucus.
That thing's got so many options, dude. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Infectious germs. So with all the horrible stuff in the air, now's the perfect time to join more than 1 million Americans who use
the big stuff is the heated seats, the sunroof, and then the other stuff is
Navage is easy to use.
negligible.
It's expensive, all natural, drug-free, and safe, and most important, it works. Think about it. You wash your hands every day. Maybe it's time to clean your nose too.
It is not leather, by the way.
Feel and be
leather. You jump up. Well, leather they don't even have. That's it. They don't have any. There's none available.
Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
This is Brent Iverson of Ideal Home Loans, and rates are still at record lows, but you don't want to play the waiting game because you're likely to get burned. Call Ideal Home Loans today where you can take advantage of our interest rate guarantee and cash in on some of the lowest interest rates we've ever seen. Call us today at 303-867-7000 to talk to one of our salary-based lending specialists or online at idealhomeloans.com. Equal opportunity lender regulated by NORA, NMLS 136756 for terms and conditions. Call 844-45
And this is Dan Campos. One of the best parts of my job is that I get to work with so many heroes, so many great people fighting hard to overcome a major injury wrongfully inflicted on them. It's a privilege to help these courageous men and women rise up to demand and receive full compensation and to live their best lives. We are a serious part for serious cases.
Does that not, Oh, fuck yeah. You know what the kids use, though? Doesn't she have an iPhone? Yeah. They use all the Apple Play shit. So they'll do the directions on their phone, but you can do it on there, sure.
We've got some mild weather for the first half of the week. I spoke back on about 30.
What do they call it? Apple Play. It's called Apple Play.
Thursday. I'm Fox 31, pinpoint weather meteorologist Brooks Carter. This report.
The app's cool too, man. Like I told you, you can start that thing remotely, unlock it remotely, do all kinds of shit remotely. Right from her phone. That's cool as shit.
Connect with the specialist at moremoneymortgage.com. Equal housing opportunity and
It's got 2 DC outlets.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHL.
Hi, Tom Mark, 303 Troubleshooter. 713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Joe Chiano's on with Become the Banker. Joe, here's the bottom line, Joe. A lot of people now are enjoying the stock market, but the stock market doesn't always stay up and, of course, stay down. And I'd like to know this. For people that want to invest small amounts of money into a monthly premium for this insurance, they get life insurance, but that's not the purpose of this fund. Can you explain the benefits of the fund and how it has compared over the years to the stock market, bottom line?
Well, absolutely, Tom. That's a great question. You know, the Become the Banker strategy is actually based on a very unique and powerful life insurance policy. It's really what people call an investment-grade policy. And the way that it compares to the stock market is like night and day. Actually, the Become the Banker strategy is guaranteed never to lose any money. That means that you will get a 5% interest rate, which is totally tax-free. There's no more, no less. So you will get a guaranteed rate of return, nothing to do with the stock market. So it doesn't, go to the volatility of the stock market. It's only climbs and only grows and grows and grows. It's totally liquid. That means that you can get your money out with no penalties. Now, how good is that?
So, okay, so that is what happens. But when you put the money away, how much of it goes toward insurance and how much of it actually goes toward your investment?
Okay, that depends on the age and the sex of the person purchasing the policy. So the older we are, the more money we pay for the death benefit. The younger we are, the less that we pay. So on an average, Tom.
But always the majority goes to your investment.
That is right. As a rule of thumb, I would say we can actually say between 60 to 70% of your money goes towards the cash value of the policy.
Wow. Okay. So, what are the benefits over a qualified plan, like a 401k or let's say a pension?
Well, a 401k or a pension or even an IRA or a SEP, your hands are really tied, with the golden handcuffs. That means that you cannot take your money out, without a penalty unless you're over 59 and a half. And then when you take your money out, you're going to be taxed. And who knows what the tax brackets will be. I think they're talking about increasing the tax brackets. So we just don't know what the real damage will be. And also, a 401k or an IRA deals with the stock market, Tom. So it could go up or down, while the Become the Banker strategy is totally tax-free. So no matter what the brackets go up to, it doesn't matter. You're going to get your money totally tax-free in this liquid.
Mark, what were you going to say?
Well, it's kind of funny, too, because if you borrowed, let's say, $100,000 from a 401k, you've got to repay it in X amount of time, but you can only repay the amount you borrowed. With what he's talking about, you could borrow money from it yourself, make some interest on it somehow, and put more even back in.
That is right.
Yeah,
that's right. So that means
because you're paying yourself. Now, listen, man, a lot of people, I just want to really clarify something. This is not an insurance job. This is not like, oh, he's trying to sell you whole life insurance, because here's the deal, Joe. You try to get him the least amount of insurance for the biggest cash value, right?
That is correct.
Which is exactly the opposite of what normal salespeople do.
Exactly.
And you explain this in a seminar. Now, you're not having in-person seminars, are you?
No, we're having webinars, so people can actually see the entire presentation live, actually.
Good.
From the comfort of their homes.
Can they ask questions?
Absolutely. They can ask questions. They can communicate with us. We can see them if they turn their cameras on.
How have they been going?
They've been going pretty good. I mean, we have... it's been very popular. We have quite a few people joining us.
Now,
and you know what? It is a beautiful way to actually get some questions out of the way, because, when you have a group of maybe 50 or 60 people and they're asking questions, it just kind of energizes the whole group, and they ask questions that they normally would not have asked with an in-person seminar.
All right, and by the way, they're on the 12th and the 14th coming up tomorrow, and on the 14th, if they go to this website, they can sign up, becomethebanker.org, and that gives them a link?
That's right. There's a register tab. Just click on the register tab and complete the form. It's a very easy form, name, telephone number, and email. And you will get a link, and you will be able to listen to and see the seminar.
Now, people,
webinar.
You really need to dispel any preconceived notions about this, because there are a lot of people trying to do this the wrong way. Suzanne, what did you want to say?
I have someone wanting me to ask, if the stock market goes up 20%, does their investment go up 20%?
Like, for example, since this is not tied to the market, they have a guarantee, right, Joe? So it just stays at 5%. Right. But the good news is, Suzanne, it'll never go down either. Now, Joe, is that compounded interest? In other words, as your fund grows, does the entire amount earn interest?
Absolutely. It's compound interest. And, Tom, let's not forget, it is tax-free. So, to equal a 5% tax-free rate of return, you have to net between 7 to 8% or higher.
You're right.
Taxable investment.
See, I forgot about that. It's tax-free, so you're never, ever, ever the only way to match that on the outside is almost double it.
That's right. And you're going to have risk, right? If you match it, almost double it, you're going to have risk. of losing your money. With this, you're not going to lose any money.
Now, if anybody has any questions, I want them to call in or email us, live@troubleshooter.com. And by the way, yeah, it's live@troubleshooter.com. And also, becomethebanker.org is the link. Tom, you're having trouble with a renter. What's going on?
Hey, before I get into that, can I just say Joe is the man.
Good.
I love Joe.
Good, Tom. I appreciate that. Now, did you ever do this yet? Have you done this?
Oh, yeah. I've done it for years with him.
Oh, good. And you're making money. And isn't it a comfort when you see havoc being done in the stock market that it doesn't happen with you?
It's totally worry-free. I don't understand why everybody doesn't do this.
You know, because even if you have another kind of investment, there's nothing wrong with diversifying and having this too. So listen, Tom,
Absolutely.
What's going on with your renter?
So I have a condo that I rented out to a guy. Before I moved him in there, I made sure, he was COVID friendly or whatever you want to say.
Whatever. You wanted to make sure that there was no outbreak.
Well, I wanted to make sure that his job didn't depend on...
I get it. You didn't want to be stuck. You didn't want to be stuck with someone who could not pay due to COVID. So you wanted someone with a solid job. Geez, I never thought of that as being a qualifying event. Hold on, Tom, and I'll come right back to you, okay? Hang on.
Forget the bank, sir. And you can literally mark it done because we're to be doing it. He knows to fire them off, right? Yeah, I told him to do that. Okay. I hope he does. I didn't hear you. Oh my God. Some of those guys, man, they're facing some serious time. That guy that kicked his legs up on Pelosi's desk, he is so fucked. Really? So he will do a lot of time? He'll probably do 10 years, and ironically enough... What did he actually do, though? What did he actually do? Well, he was part of a mob that kicked down the door, and he broke into her fucking office, sat in her chair, and kicked his fucking legs up on her desk, and took a fucking picture. I mean, what would happen if they broke into your house and did that in your office, But here's the funny part. Trump created an executive order, I believe it's an executive order, that automatically gives 10 years if you destroy federal property. He was doing that because they were burning shit down. So this guy will probably end up with 10 years because of Trump's rule. And ironically, of course, he's there in support of Trump. That's so fucked up. The problem, it was so sad. His legacy's going to go down. He fucked himself so bad. No, he really did. This whole thing about being robbed of the election and all that. I do think he got robbed in the election, but not the way he's saying. I think he got robbed because of the media and big tech. Listen, a whole 4 years the guy was beaten up, but he could have helped himself. He could have. I mean, the very night of his acceptance speech,
our social media.
He started off with my crowd's way bigger.
Tearing us apart.
Remember?
Fueling the division. Get the real story at Challenges We Face.
I just can't. It is what it is.
Hey, you don't have to be disappointed that there's no home show this year. You know why? Because you can have a deal at K&H Home Solutions with their new mini showroom, and they're going to have a show of their own. Beat the crowds, get one-on-one attention with your private appointment in the new showroom. All you have to do is go online and book it, khwindows.com, and you know what you'll get? You'll get 40% off, not up to 40% off all windows, siding, and doors. For custom fit, beautiful, energy-efficient windows, the best, most durable siding anywhere, named Everlast Siding, and Provia Doors. No better products, no better company to install them. 40% off. Now listen to this, all right? I want you to make an appointment, khwindows.com, for your own mini home show at K&H. That's 303-421-7100 for any details you need. 421-7100, khwindows.com.
Come on, Dan. You're killing me, Dano. Let me fucking switch some audio for people.
Tommy, I was under the impression I was to hold Joe for the hour so you could go in and out. Are you okay? We're on the same page. I wasn't. No, he knew that. I already told him.
He can actually stay longer. Oh no, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what, Suzanne? I have a new idea to run by you and Mark anyway about handling guests, so I'm going to talk out so we can go over the appearances.
Okay.
720-895-0500. That's 720-895-0500. We are locally owned and operated since 2001. Our reputation of putting you first with straight answers and listening are unmatched in Colorado. Let us help you protect your home. Take AIM, 720-895-0500, where it's all about you.
What makes you different from other home improvement pros? If the words are trustworthiness, integrity.
Right after the show.
I'm just going to tell you what I have in mind, and then tomorrow we can do the details.
Perfect.
Integrity are our key principles. It's how we run our company. It's how our team members run theirs. When your company is part of Team Dave Logan, customers know that you've been vetted and background checked every single year, and that gives them confidence.
God almighty, Mark.
If you visit teamdavelogan.com/team to learn how joining the team.
They're advertising all over our show.
Again, visit teamdavelogan.com.
You think you're getting that today? I'm letting her know right now.
You know it's a hassle.
Well, no matter what, it can't be. I just can't make it over there. But tell him, look.
No, but you're driving me.
Here's the thing. If she says she wants it, I'll put a non-refundable deposit on it to hold it.
Okay.
Like, in other words, all I have to do is get it work because I need to work out deals.
Does she already have it?
But I don't mind. Here's what I'm saying. Yeah, I sent it by email. I don't mind putting a non-refundable deposit in it so I can have time to at least get it done. So tell him that part. And I mean, Mark, 5 or 10 grand. I'll put it down. No, I just can't have the paperwork until I work it out. I need to know the best way to do it.
Highly recommend. Another client said.
I'm thinking about doing an LLC for all vehicles and cars. What do you think about that? What if I just do Dolce's Car LLC? I'm not kidding, by the way.
As long as you don't have to insure it commercially. I don't know how that works.
An LLC is the safest form of ownership.
If you have to insure it commercially, it would fucking not make any sense.
Medicare, Medicaid, workers' comp, and most insurance. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, urging you to call for your individualized treatment plan. Safe use of medications, high-tech nerve blocks, ablations, and stimulation, regenerative medicine, and physical therapy. Colorado Pain Care. You don't have to. 303-PAIN. ColoradoPainCare.com.
Broomfield is getting back to business. Business owners can apply for a back to business certification to reopen safely and reduce operating restrictions. Broomfield's public health department will work closely with you to maintain safety standards and open doors to more customers. Residents can help by practicing the 4 W's.
Do we have anything after the show tomorrow?
Distance, wear your mask, and wait for gatherings. And remember, follow all current public health guidelines. Business. That's broomfield.org/back-to-business.
I might go play a racquetball then if that's cool.
Brown. So the Twitter mob hit the Patriot fire for attacking a black woman, when in fact he was actually saving her life, and even she said so. But Twitter's like, whatever. We'll talk about that on Monday at 2.
Hi, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino.
Your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK. Okay, listen. We got a lot to talk about. Joe Chiano is on the phone to answer questions. I do have a couple email questions for Joe about Become the Banker, but I want to get to Steve, who's been waiting a while. Steve, go ahead, sir. What's going on with you, Steve?
Hi, Tom. Thanks for taking me. Long-time listener.
Thank you, man. I truly appreciate it, man. So what's going on?
Well, I have a little trouble with the local county. I retired a couple of years back, and I sold both my homes in Denver and roomed with a buddy of mine out in Arapahoe County. What I'm having trouble with now is he moved away to the West Slope, so I don't have a permanent address. I travel extensively and live in, like Marriott Residency.
Where do you live mostly? Where do you live mostly, or where do you want your address to be?
in Colorado. I pay state taxes here.
Well, then all you have to do is get a P.O. box.
Well, I have, and that seems to be the problem. Talking to DMV, I have a driver's license renewal coming up in a year. They won't take my P.O. box as a permanent address.
What if you tell them you don't have one?
I did, and they said, well, you have a problem. I got the same answer from two people at DMV.
By the way, they can't make you own a home to have a driver's license. They can't make you.
Well, that was my question. Aren't they, I'm a homeless man with a lot of money. So
no, seriously. They can't discriminate against you. Now, we're going to, what? We need to get someone from DMV to address this. This is a very important issue. Yes.
Well, they don't address it. I've talked to two different people.
Well, there's got to be a way. There has got to be a way to address it. Not everyone has a home, for God's sakes. Okay? Truly. Yep. What if you're in an RV? What if you're a full-time RVer and you're here most of the time?
Well, I read stories about RVers having this trouble, and what they've done, there's a couple places around the country that will give you an address, one in Texas and another in Montana or something. But I want to remain a Colorado resident. I've always paid my taxes here, and I buy my plates here. And I'm having trouble with the license plates, too, because they send out the little cards to renew, and they send them back to them. And
do you have a friend? Why don't you just use a friend? I mean, if I was going to do that, I would use Mark and Suzanne.
I have, and I've had several friends offer. I've got friends.
Well, why not? Why not? It's not going to hurt anybody. It's not like you're doing anything illegal. You're just using an address.
Yeah, but what if I did something horrid and they did a no-knock warrant at my best friend's house?
Well, I guess they could. If you became a mass murderer, I guess they could, or a drug dealer. So you know what? Then there is that risk. I think Mark and Suzanne would gamble on that with me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And the other one, I know this isn't a political show, but they did send me my voter registration at my P.O. box, and I was able to vote. And I have several CDs around the country, one in Florida, one in New Jersey.
Several CDs, right?
Yeah, and what's happening with that is because of the Patriot Act, I give them my P.O. box, they Google Earth it and go, oh, no, you can't live there. Where's your real home?
Okay, there's got to be an answer for the new, because there are a lot of people nowadays living in RVs. There's got to be an answer. And you know what? I think the answer is getting a friend to help you or a relative. And I think you're overthinking it. Steve, come on, man. You know your friends have offered. There's no reason to do it. But I hear what you're doing. You want to bring it to an issue. You want to solve it once and for all. So here's what I suggest you do. I'm serious now. Use a friend for now. Okay. And I promise you, I'll work with you for us to do something. I mean, I think it's a legit issue that needs to be addressed. It really is. I really do.
I'll reach out to DMV, Tom.
I want to get someone on now, or a state lawmaker who can introduce a bill.
They probably just don't want any phony baloney going on, right?
No, but at the same time, Mark, there are a lot of homeless people that have a car that want to drive. There are people that live in their cars. That's not illegal. So there's got to be an answer for these people, and I think it's a great topic. Now, obviously, it's not going to affect a lot of people, but I want to know. No. You know, I mean,
there's a lot of things, though, you simply can't send to a P.O. box. I mean,
right.
I mean, it's kind of up to whoever you're dealing with.
Right, but
what kind of legislation would change if Chase Bank wanted me to give a P.O. box?
The legislation could be that you're allowed to have, with no residence, you're allowed to say no residence and answer accordingly. Yes.
Somebody suggested using a UPS store for an address. I think they have mail there.
Yes,
yeah, and they'll sign for it.
I have one. And I sort of tricked the banks. I put it's P.O. Box 212, and I put apartment 212. But they actually Google Earth this stuff. And
I guess I'm just saying with legislation, right. I don't know how that would change. Because if I was lending somebody money, I'd want to know where they're lived.
But Mark, truly, there are people nowadays that don't have addresses. And so I'm not suggesting it's easy, but maybe we just change the paradigm is what I'm saying. But Steve, for now, the immediate answer is to use a friend. I mean, I would have no qualms about using a friend. And if you were my friend, I would have no qualms about you using my address. Now, here's the deal, man. I mean, I don't know how much they're going to check on it, but you're not doing it. It's not like you're doing it to defraud. Remember this. When it comes to fraud or crime, there has to be intent. And if you have no intent and there's no victim, you're not going to get anyone to prosecute you for that.
How about if you bought a car?
You can use what?
I hunkered down and.
Well, I don't know what you do, Mark. You use a friend, I guess.
Who do you pay sales tax to? If you didn't use your own address, that's fraudulent.
Somebody else is suggesting to use the shelter on Lawrence Street for that address.
I even contacted one.
Well, that's disingenuous if he's not really there. Look, you know what, Steve? You actually brought up a topic that is really interesting to me. It really, really is. I mean, I'm putting a note down here that we need to investigate it. I mean that.
Well, I'm gonna write a letter to Arapahoe County DMV and just tell them my situation and see how they
You're not going to get any. We need to get somebody on the show, and not just DMV, Department of Revenue, or the state, or someone, a lawmaker maybe.
I already have an angel looking into it.
Okay, you hold on, Steve. Make sure we have your information.
I'm still damn curious if you don't have a house and you go buy a new car.
You're right, Mark.
What sales tax do you pay?
Well, what do you do?
I bet you pay the sales tax wherever the dealership is.
Where you take delivery. Could be. You listen, man, this is not like the end of the world. This happens. Now, Joe Chiano, how long, somebody asked, are these webinars? Become the Banker to learn about a tax-free growth, tax-free earnings, tax-free income. I mean, this is just like, it's not too good to be true. It's real with a guaranteed return that if you were to match on the outside would have to be 10% or more. But, Joe, how long are your seminars?
Tom, they're about 1 hour. Sometimes they go about an hour and 15 minutes, depending on the questions that people have, because we want to answer.
Do you keep people on that long? I'm curious, by the way. I'm impressed. I'm not criticizing. Do you actually keep people? Do they stay on that long?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Wow. I mean, this is like a eye opener for them.
All right,
and they actually learn how money really works in today's economy, and this is what people really want.
Okay, I want you to explain what you mean by how money really works quickly, but you got to do it quickly right after this.
Now, Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by challengesweface.org.
From the Betfred Sports Traffic Center, I-25 wide open on the drive through Denver. I-70 looking good as well. Just some minor volume slowing westbound 270 between Quebec and Vasquez. Overall, though, it's pretty quiet on the drive around the metro area. Off-freeway water main repair work continues at Parker Road and Isla, causing some slowing through there. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly
I'll tell you, if I don't see the other one get found,
40s.
Yeah,
We'll drop
I
down
don't
into
get
the upper
fucking
teens
cooperation here. At least,
mostly sunny tomorrow for your Tuesday with a
least
high in
answer.
the low 50s.
Who?
Mostly cloudy and 60s.
I'm talking to myself about this car. I'm getting a little pissed. I want it. I want it. Well, she wants her Porsche.
I'm Janine LaRose.
No, not her. I'm not talking about her. Oh, I understand 150%. This is not really about. Just make sure she doesn't drive over.
Outside get the real story at challengesweface.org.
All right, if you have a website, a company website, you have to check out getfoundfast.com. Just go there right now. Here's what they do, and it's 100% free. And these guys aren't going to try to jam anything down your throat. These guys are going to give you free advice. They're going to tell you if your company website looks good on mobile devices. They're going to tell you how your keywords rank compared to your competition in the same area. And all of this is 100% free. GetFoundFast.com. Just call them up and say, hey, I want that Troubleshooter free evaluation of our website. They're great guys. Tom and I use them for referrallist.com, all of our Facebook, YouTube. They're great, great people. GetFoundFast.com. Now, speaking of wonderful, wonderful people, 888heating.com. Man, I love these guys. Garrett's the owner over there, and I sat down and talked to him before I decided to represent him. And here's the deal. They have so many choices. If your furnace breaks, they will come out and they'll give you every option. They'll even give you what I call a Band-Aid option just to get it running if you don't have a lot of money. They'll also give you all the options you want on new systems. These are great, honest people. They've been on a referral list for many, 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 many years. 720-927-6888, 720-927-6888, or check them out at 888heating.com.
Mid-sized business, you might look around and see bigger businesses borrowing money and wonder, should I be doing that too? But then you think, banks always give me the runaround. They string me along, they never loan me what I really need. Well, Spot On Financial is here to help. Colorado-based, veteran-owned.
I'm gonna go grab some in the office. So how long will he wear that mask when he got both vaccinations? Who?
Well, here's the problem. I was thinking about that. Why does Tim want me to fucking wear a mask? And I know why, because other people, what am I going to do? Tell everybody I already have it and I can't give it to them? I mean, it just becomes absurd. I think he's doing it purely as an example, right?
The doctors at United Vein Centers are board-certified vein specialists who will get you back on your feet fast.
I still go back to, do I got to get the shot? And then if I don't have to, why not get it? If it's free, why not get it anyhow, right? I mean, I don't know. What would you do? If you had it, got rid of it,
I wouldn't get it.
You don't think you'd get it?
I know I wouldn't.
Now, if you had to have proof you got it in order to do some shit, you still wouldn't get it?
No, I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah,
you know, I don't want to hinder myself in flight every time.
Straightforward answers to your most pressing financial questions, like how much money you'll make, facing investment management, and how Social Security fits into your retirement paycheck. Register today for one of our free New Year retirement workshops, January 26th through the 28th at allworkfinancial.com. And together, let's resolve to retire better.
Now, an important note regarding COVID-19.
That picture.
Many of us have suffered the effects of COVID-19.
That picture, God, it's so freaking cute.
Will close permanently. Believe me, you're not alone. If some of your bills.
Did you see that picture? Of what? Of your dogs? No, this one. It's so cute.
Oh, Addie took that.
Aren't they, buddy?
Yeah, they were out playing in the field. She, honest to God, thinks she's as big as him. Oh my God, I know, man.
Dude, this is like a show dog.
Well, that's what he came from. He cost a fucking bundle. Hey, she was $2,500.
His beautiful face. God.
He is so fucking smart, man. You realize I can tell him any direction. I can tell him back, he'll go back. If he's not back further enough.
Did you have him trained?
They trained me how to train him. So, yeah, we had a trainer come over, so I'll train her. Well, listen to this, man. I can tell him back. I can walk him 50 feet and go sit, go right, and he'd go 30 feet, sit, and then I could go place and point at something. He'll run over and sit.
How does he get up on that pallet thing? What did you say to get him up there?
Place.
That's his place?
No. Anything that's a object he can sit on, I can turn into a place. Doesn't matter what direction it is. Go place. And he'll look over the direction, and if he sees something that makes sense that he can jump on, he goes and jumps until he's called.
Were you going to teach him how to attack?
No, I don't think so. He automatically, these dogs automatically know that shit. This is cool too, though. I can sit him over a quarter mile. I can place him on an electric box, walk fucking quarter mile. He won't fucking move until I call him. In fact, it gets weird because I'll get so far away, I'm afraid he can't hear me, so I'll use the remote.
What's the remote?
Fucking collar. It does vibration, it does shocks, it does tones.
Does what am I doing?
Inspiration is amazing.
Is he doing on his spots, or are we coming back? Coming back?
No, we're done. We're done.
Come back. You're almost done. Something special.
Joe, he can come on tomorrow for another quick, if he wants to do a quick shout out. Yeah. Or I might ask him another question that are just kissing his eye. Yeah.
It's your shot to win $1,000. Are you kidding me? You got 12 chances a day, every weekday. Listen at 5 past the hour for the 12K a day giveaway.
All right.
Sponsored by Diaries on 630 KHOW.
Right.
Since 1899.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. I want to quickly go to Joe and cut him loose so he can get preparing for tomorrow and the 14th. Listen, Joe, somebody wanted to know, if they don't want to do this seminar, can they have a private meeting with you?
Oh, absolutely, Tom. You know, they can actually call us up, and we can set up a virtual meeting or a face-to-face meeting.
Good. I'm going to give that number out. And then I want you to let me know how it goes. And then I have more complicated questions, and I'm running out of time. So I want you to come back either this week or next week, and I want you to talk about how money works. I don't think people understand how using other people's money keeps other people rich. And I want you to do that. But his number is 303-779-6600. 303-779-6600. BecomeTheBanker.org. Now, you have a comment, Shane, you said, on the address issue when people don't have an address. Go ahead. Shane? Shane, are you there?
No, but it's similar.
Go ahead.
For protection program, Colorado already has statutory protections in place to allow people to use a common address when they, have to be protected. So there is some statutory language already out there that you could probably use to help mirror that if you wanted to get a legislator involved or lobbying efforts.
Oh, I see what you're saying. When they have to protect themselves, there's an address they can use. That's a good idea.
Correct.
What about the vaccine? Correct. What did you have to say about that?
Oh, I just had a quick comment on that. I hadn't been listening to the whole show, but, as far as companies requiring employees to get it, I've always wondered what the thought process is there, because I keep reading stuff in the news all the time that says there is no guarantee with the vaccine that you cannot, that you could still be a carrier or that you could still pass it along to other people. So I don't understand what the point is in forcing employees to get the vaccine unless they're gambling on the fact that, they're just hoping you can't pass it along.
I don't know either. I think they want to cut down their liability on spreading it, but like you said, it doesn't cut down the spread. But maybe they want to cut down on those getting it just because of production, maybe just efficiency. They don't want people being sick, maybe.
I think your sentence is totally incorrect there when you just said it doesn't cut down on the spread. It would have to cut down.
No, I meant on them spreading it. He's saying that the vaccine, supposedly, they can't guarantee it. I don't think they can guarantee anything. But you know what? We need to maybe get someone from the health department to explain the vaccine and what they're thinking. I don't know. Now, Tom, we can get you back tomorrow if we need time. You're having trouble with a renter, and you said you wanted to make sure he was COVID-proof, right?
Yeah, pre-qualified, as you called it.
Now, is he back on rent right now?
Oh, yeah.
Now, is he claiming it's because of COVID?
No.
Then you can evict him.
Okay.
Now,
I don't think he'll get in front of a judge is the problem.
Well, here's the thing, Tom. You can evict someone, but like Mark said, it might be, no, there aren't a lot of hearings right now because of the COVID restriction. But you might be able to get in if it's non-COVID. Suzanne, let's get Tom on. I promise to bring him up first if he wants to get on then. I'm Tom Martino. We're out of time. And I just remind you, referralist.com for help, information, and referrals. Save all your problems for me.
Follow Tom
Martino at Real Tom Martino and stay connected with all the
all right, Mark. Let's go talk to Joe, then you're going to go drop me off. Yeah, I will. I appreciate the help. I just got to get them off the center. Yeah.